All right, testing 1, 2, 3. This is what happens when you leave Chandler on the board.
Shadandler.
I'm taking complete responsibility. I said I was taking over, but we do have sound now.
Whoa!
It has gotten chippy here as of late.
Been chippy all.
I wasn't able to see the CJ Johnson.
The volume is on now.
All right.
Yeah.
By the way, Shirley, be aware of the spoilers if you're on Facebook or YouTube Live, because they're out there.
I know. There are people that are watching this, and they're ahead of our feed.
Go get him.
Oh, great play. Great play.
Jack
Powers. I almost called him Chad.
Jack Powers with a great defense.
He just needs to change.
He turned into an edge. Well, he's an edge rusher now, and he just turned into a defensive back there. Great coverage by Jack Powers. 2nd down and 10. What did you say? I didn't see it. A 30-yard punt by Luke Larson?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that was not a very good punt at all.
Now, he did. I will give him credit.
Now, he rushed it because he did have defenders coming at him, but... Oh, and he did... Oh!
He's short.
He's short.
There is a flag.
All right, let's see what the flag is about.
It's going to be a hold. Well, Bryant's saying it's
Ben Bryant's saying that it's against East Carolina, so...
Ay.
So that's going to give Cincinnati a 1st down, and I believe they'll be in Pirate territory.
Oh, yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, that is the 3rd 1st down they've had in this half. I mean, the defense has, for all intents and purposes, has shut down Cincinnati, but you can't have a penalty like that.
Can we show some replays? I mean, they've missed a bunch of replays. Is he dressed as a pirate? He is.
He is dressed as a pirate. The Bearcat mascot is dressed as a pirate. So there's that. Yeah. All right, 1st down and 10. They're at the Pirate 24-yard line. Man, just like that, they're in Pirate territory. Not just that, they're deep into Pirate territory. Oh, man.
Oh, we got a long throw, and he's open. Yeah. And he lost the handle on it.
The defensive player on that play was the turf, because he had it, and as soon as he hit the turf, it popped out.
And Jair Wilson had a chance to tip it away. He was just out of reach. If you look at the replay, almost had it. But, man, Jair was right. And he may have affected the vision a little bit, too.
I agree, Shirley. I agree 100%. I think he did that last little bit.
Instead of a touchdown, we got 2nd and 10 now.
Oh. The screenplays have been brutal for this defense today.
What I just don't understand is, you don't have a mobile quarterback. Why are you trying to rush guys up the front, up the middle? Because if you go back and you look at the replay, somebody was actually rushing the middle before the snap. And when you're playing zone defense, you're going to have holes like that.
Get the ball out.
No.
Oh, nah. Nope.
Consistent theme this year on Friday nights. The frenzy continues.
Still no sign of Clip Brock, but hopefully he will be here at some point. There is 10.5 minutes left to go in regulation. Pirates with a 1-point lead. I mean, you go from a 21-5 deficit, and next thing you know, Pirates find a way. And Ben Bryant is not in the game.
He's not in the game. It's Evan Prater.
Yeah, you kind of figured he was going to take the ball and run it in. And who is that? That would be Jeremy Lewis. He is having himself a day.
All right, 3rd down and goal.
Yeah.
Bryant,
Wow, I thought they were going to bring Bryant.
Bryant
back
looks
in.
like he's healthy. It looks like they're
Yeah.
just gonna,
No, I
They're
think
just
this
going for a
is
different
yeah.
look.
They're going for a different look. He's more of a mobile.
Yeah.
He's more mobile than
Yeah.
Bryant is.
Down here by the goal line, it's a better option for them.
Here we go, 3rd and goal right here. We got to make another stand.
he's going.
And they're going, and they're going. And, oh, that is a great play.
Jack
Guess who it is? Jack Powers.
Jack Chad.
Jack Powers.
Excellent play by Jack Powers right there.
He's being held.
Yep, and he was being held, and there was no flag.
Powers played it perfectly.
Wow.
Wouldn't give up.
Unbelievable.
Leverage on the outside.
And I will
If he
take
could've-
that as a huge win in terms of forcing them to kick a field goal here.
If he could have tipped that up in the air and caught it, he'd have gone 90 yards the other way.
Well, I don't know if he could because his defender
that's
was
what I'm
holding
saying.
him. Yeah.
And it might have been a great play by that defender.
That win has died down here in our second half. For the lead.
Get a hand on this football.
Tough angle.
Tough angle.
Tough angle.
Bad angle.
Bad
Bad
angle.
angle.
Bad angle.
Oh!
Oh, man.
Man.
He just got it in.
All right. It's a 2-point lead for Cincinnati. 9:42 left to go in the game.
I would say let Keaton Mitchell take control of this ball game. I don't know if he will return because he took a lick earlier before before our live stream.
Yeah, not only did he get hit in the face mask with the helmet, and so it was a targeting call, but he also hit the turf. The back of his helmet hit the turf pretty significantly.
Yeah.
Would be a part of my life for the rest of my life, and we believe that
Robert Matthews says it's chippy at nippy.
for me as a high school.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
it is very chippy at Nippy.
One of the reasons why I'm in coaching, I really kind of took that same mindset. Don't recruit guys unless I want to be a part of their life.
All right.
Fast forward many years, my mother, a couple years before she passed, Alzheimer's, didn't know us most of the time, but went to visit her. And out of the blue, she said, hey, Lovey, when's the last time you saw Coach Young?
I think we might need to do a welfare check on Clip at some point.
So naturally, we know
That way, if he is asleep, he can wake up and drive the 10-15 minutes from Winterville.
Yeah.
For the number one stain fighter and odor remover, it's got to be Tide.
Well, this resume is getting seen, just not by who you want. You need a better plan.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. An Indeed resume gets you seen by the right people. All without having to do one dance move.
Keys, this is live, but we're streaming on a app.
I do
And,
believe that Clip may have just walked in.
This is live, Keys, but
There he
we
is.
are a little behind.
We were starting to worry about you.
Probably about 20-25 seconds behind, but Clip,
We were
ladies and
starting to-
gentlemen,
Clip Brock.
is here.
Billy, you got some red lights on your Jeep.
Oh, I meant to tell you.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
they stay on?
They're fine.
So they can stay on.
Yeah, they don't draw any power at all.
By the way, Billy Weaver is able to still have a Jeep and is still blessed to have
I
a
was
Jeep.
going to ask you about that. Where's your Jeep?
Oh,
Is that a bad sore subject?
he had to put Jesse to rest.
I had to put her down, man.
Why?
A lot of problems with Jesse.
Oh.
Front end needed to be done. Some leakage here and there, and just I said, you know what?
Jesse is a friend.
Jesse is dead now.
Yeah, I know. She's been a good friend of mine.
Actually, Jesse's actually trying to be sold right now.
Lately, something's changed. It ain't hard to define. Jesse
She's
got
a
another
girl-
Jeep,
and I want to
and
make
I
her
want to
mine.
make her mine.
A special honor bringing you this college football game on Veterans Day. And once again, we thank all of our veterans
All right.
watching tonight and their families. Thank you for your service, your sacrifice, your dedication.
I'll tell you what, Cincinnati's got a great crowd there.
Yeah,
Andre Ware, Roy Phillips,
they have definitely brought the.
different stadium. Score tells the story. It is 20.
The times that I've been to Nippert Stadium, it wasn't like that.
There's
Yeah.
Keaton with his helmet off, so that tells me.
Yeah,
he
he's,
is out.
I doubt
Well-
he'd be back in the game, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't come on the field in this series, he's done for the game.
So
It's going to tell everything.
it looks like Marlon Gunn will have
Be
the
the gun
chance
show.
to do something and fill the shoes of Keaton Mitchell. And then does this mean that we see a Camaro Edmonds late in this ball game. We shall see, but
In a series of one-possession games, crazy finishes, that Houston-Memphis game still comes to mind. Our last 2 weeks, walk-off
And did I see correctly that Villanova lost?
ECU Pirates.
I think I was. Where was I? Let me find the Temple beat Villanova.
Pirate fans in the house.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, they
good to see
sold
a Pirate fan.
400 tickets to Pirate fans
That's awesome.
for this game. So they're just as rowdy as the rest of Nippert Stadium.
Marlon Gunn remains on the field at running back. And no sign of Keaton Mitchell.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing going. Go
can't-
down. Don't lose the football.
Roy, unfortunately, it looks like Keaton
Nothing going there for Marlon Gunn.
Yep.
helmet. He was in the tent for a good 15
Randy 2, chime in. Randy 2, chime in. Clip Brock is eating Parker's.
They don't
Clip,
have-
do you want
they don't
your
have these
seat?
boneless wings at Parker's, do they?
Yes, they do.
Already had
They
a
do.
plate full.
Pizza there.
Are those the sweet chili?
Just barbecue, I think.
Oh,
They had barbecue and honey barbecue.
the honey barbecue is what I.
Oh,
had.
there you go. There you go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, that's a late hit there, bud.
Pal.
Oh, yeah. Temple beat Villanova, and they stormed the court twice because they stormed the court and there was still 0.2 seconds left on the clock, so they had to clear them all out, and then they stormed it a second time.
Premature court storming. Gotta hate it.
Yep, you gotta love that.
All right,
All right, got a 3rd and 2.
gotta have it here.
Yep, gotta have it.
Gotta get a drive going.
Come on, hurry it up. Snap it, snap it.
There
Oh,
you
yeah, you
go.
go,
Good
Holden.
call.
Good call, Holden.
Good call. That was a great call. Yep. Good job. Defensive end went with the running back. Ehlers pulled it. Good job.
You know, he completed only 48% of his passes to start his career. Offensive coordinator told him, hey, 48% passers get moved to tight end.
Oh,
Since then, he is
Going deep.
one on
Oh, oh,
one.
oh, 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 yes! Oh, he's out of bounds.
incomplete.
I'm Cincinnati. I'm playing the run all the way here on 2nd and long. Is East Carolina trying to
And he's kind of being held there a little bit, too, but no call.
Look, Andre Ware is, and that's who's the color guy, right?
Yeah.
Color analyst. He's all over it because that's what East Carolina on an incomplete pass. They've been running on 2nd down all night. Don't run here. Throw the ball. Told you, they run every time.
And they're going,
right-
and they're going.
every time. Every time. I bet we could go back and look at the stats. That every time they throw on 1st down and it's an incomplete pass,
They run
they
it.
run it on 2nd, and they get stuffed up the middle, and then they're 3rd and long.
Just so everyone's aware, East Carolina has 1 timeout left. I think we kept all 3 timeouts in our pocket in the first,
We did.
and we now have 1 timeout left. 3rd down and 10, play action, looking, fires, way overhead. There is a flag.
Oh yeah. Give me a prior to the pass.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Legal contact.
He's chasing him off here.
Two markers are down, and they came in very late.
Cincinnati had too many men on the field.
Uh-oh.
And there was a late substitution.
Well, I can tell you that the head judge is not very happy with the line judge over here.
All right. Give another crack here.
And
Well,
I
now
think
3rd and
I
4.
think that's what it is he was upset that he waited so long to throw the flag on that.
Juwan Briggs trying to get off the field, but not fast.
All right, 3rd and 4 now.
Instead of 4th and long, it's 3rd and 4.
4-down territory.
Ah!
Let your
early.
defense get another stop
Yeah,
if you don't get
yeah.
it here.
You have to trust Luke to pin them deep if they don't get it here. Which he... Oh, my goodness.
And Jones is limping. I know he got
Yeah.
gimpy earlier in the game. One timeout left for ECU.
Tell you what, Luke, you better pin them deep right here.
East Carolina, remember, with just one timeout.
They had to spend a couple of timeouts to get things in order defensively.
Well, one of them was on offense.
Okay,
There
back
you
him
go.
up, back him up. There we go. That's a much better punt.
Cats trying to run out the clock. The 2-point lead when we return.
All right, D.
Right about now, I would love a pick six.
Right about now.
The Funk Soul Brother. Chad Moore says, I'm just here to watch Clip eat Parkers.
Apparently, that's what the people want to see, or at least one nut job.
Oh, you just put it in regular Dr. Pepper. I bet you think it tastes good. Yeah, I'll be the judge of that. It's delicious. I told you. What's wrong with you, bro? It's okay. I think I was projecting my insecurities in your soda.
Dr. Pepper.
You're oversharing. Mm. 11-17. Yeehaw.
ECU right now plus 215 money line,
There's anyone here who knows why they should
plus 2.5 for ECU is minus 239. So Vegas is expecting a stop here. Live total,
Girl, that's too much. It's college football with AT&T 5G.
just went away.
It's never too much.
Under 55 and a half, minus 139. So they're saying
Tyler, very tall.
no more than a field goal to be scored in this game.
Lenjat's Black Friday sale is on now. Save up to 25% on the number one gift this holiday.
USC up 23-3 on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. Fresno State with a 3-0 lead, 7-3 lead in the first quarter over Damon Magazoo and UNLV.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
How
Gene on
are
Facebook
the,
says, when will we fire the special teams coach, cut Daffer and the field goal kicker? Why can't Daffer reach the end zone on a kickoff?
Never.
Not pirate worthy.
Never.
That is
How are
something
the
that...
Fighting Lincoln Rileys doing?
Well, Shirley, I just said that no more than 15 seconds ago.
Well, Cliff,
Now,
I wasn't paying
who would do
attention.
such a thing?
USC up 23-3 over Colorado.
I wasn't paying attention.
Who would do
All
such
I
a
heard
thing?
was blah, 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 blah.
Wah, 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 wah.
Hey, Clip, thank God I don't do anything like that.
False start penalty. Moved it back after he already made a 47-yarder. The win tonight, East Carolina with its first up here in more than 20 years.
When will we fire the special teams coach? Not while we're 6-3.
Nope.
Maybe in the offseason. If it comes down to a field goal, who kicks it? Andrew Conrad. Right.
No, they're putting me on a plane and I'm going.
Willie Beaver. But they have to call you that so they don't know it's Billy
Right,
Beaver.
right. It's Willie
They're bringing
Beaver.
in Beaver. Give me my notes here. He
What if-
surfs in the offseason.
What if Beaver and
Ah, he dropped it.
Incomplete.
I
Clock
think that
stop.
was tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Incomplete. Clock stops.
What if Beaver and Dicker were two?
I believe that thing was
kickers on the
tipped.
same team.
Late night.
No, it wasn't. Okay. When it came out
It
of
was
his
just
hand,
an awful throw that this guy
Yeah.
has made several times tonight.
it was a very wobbly looking throw. That's why I thought it might have been tipped at the line of scrimmage.
By the way, Desmond Ritter and Sauce Gardner in attendance tonight at the Nip.
The Cincinnati fans are a little spoiled. A lot of booing tonight for them, huh?
Yeah.
Couple of short passes that were taken to the house as well.
Come on.
Yeah!
And it stops the clock. Ah!
I tell you what, anything intermediate to deep, this guy can't hit the ball. outside of the
Yeah,
slot.
he has been off target just about all night. There's been at least 3 times where a Cincinnati wide receiver had a Pirate defender burnt,
Yeah.
and he just overthrew him.
The first one was the double move, I think, on Fleming, that the guy was wide open. He overthrew him 3 yards. And then the one on the sideline where the receiver was wide open. That would have been 2 touchdowns right there.
Mm-hmm. Pirates should get some sort of good field position. Just take a fair catch.
I tell you what, he's bobbled some balls.
Yes, hey. Is that right, Bill?
If anybody knows bobbling balls.
It's old poop doctor Billy Weaver. You
Ball bobbler.
You walked right into that one, Weave.
Yeah.
That one had headlights on it.
You gotta have it. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com/NEC or download the ESPN.
All right, Pirates. Let's do this.
Oh man, I'm tired. 1 for 5 for 8 yards in the fourth quarter.
Woohoo!
This is an outstanding stat to consider.
Stat to consider.
Yeah, running the football right now is not working, and Jones might get a flag for that.
Be careful. You hear the fans booing?
Yeah.
They saw that too.
Yep, Jones literally slung the guy to the ground.
He did.
They've missed some calls on us though, or for us.
Well, this officiating crew is very suspect.
Can we let's get a big play here. Let's get one to CJ.
113
I
yards
slant to
for
CJ.
CJ.
It doesn't sound too bad. Oh my gosh.
That's not a bad call to make
It's
there.
not, but I feel like he doesn't
Can
run
we
with
just
as
get
much
a
confidence.
first down on second down?
I
instead of
know.
having
It
to
seems
be
like all night long
third
we've had
down,
to be
third
like
down, third
depending
down.
on third down. Oh Jesus.
And can we please have an on-target throw, please? It would be nice. All right, he's checking out.
Ah.
Yeah, God. Oh,
Yes!
Oh my
Oh,
God.
I thought he was going to go down short there.
Oh
for a
my
second.
gosh. Hey, we're firing, baby.
I don't know.
Ho, ho, ho. Put him up.
What you got over there, Clipper?
Have you got a license to carry?
Shrimp burger.
Is that a shrimp burger from where?
Parker's barbecue.
No, it's not.
Oh,
no, it's not.
Parker's.
All right,
Randy,
let
are
me,
you tuned in? Randy, Patriot,
your chair
whatever
back. I
your
need to
name
get-
is.
That can't be a Parker's
I need to get in the
barbecue
other
sandwich.
studio.
It's not barbecue.
Wait has been well worth it for Pirate fans. From the 46, Ahlers wants to go deep, and that is
Oh,
Who are you throwing it to?
body. Who's your wide receiver out there?
All right, let's see if they go back to the old run play here. Second down after an incomplete first down pass.
Somebody said earlier. So when you're when the announcers are predicting
Here
your
we
plays,
go with a
then
draw.
it's not good.
Right.
Austin has requested, Chandler, that you whisper sweet nothings into his ear. Into the mic.
Sweet nothing. Wait, what?
Never mind.
Here comes a draw. A draw to gun.
Sorry, Austin.
Draw to gun out of the pistol. Oh, he's going to throw. Come on, go outside.
Jesus Christ.
Cheese and rice.
Be 3rd and 7, 3rd and 10. He didn't pick up any yards.
No, that was a long 0-yard run.
All right, yeah, this is now this is 4-down territory.
Yeah, I was gonna say this might be. I think if you're in 4th and 3 or shorter, you gotta go for it.
Going. It's caught.
Yeah, you
That's
gotta
4th
go
and
for it.
manageable.
4th and 1.
4th and manageable. God, what do you call here?
Here we go again. They're gonna do that little.
Oh yeah, you're holding them.
I'm gonna do that little
He
RPO.
was all over him. Oh God, Donnie,
Hold on his jersey.
what do you call here, Donnie?
4th and 2.
What do you call here, Donnie?
I'm gonna do the little RPO, huh?
Sweet Jesus. Sweet Jesus.
Yeah,
I get the tough ass.
yes.
That's a
Oh,
bad.
freaking flag.
We didn't have time for a hold. What? That's not what I wanted to hear, Andre.
Wow. And that stinks.
10-yard penalty.
And that stinks.
Now what do you do? Now you punt?
gotta
Now
punt.
you got to punt.
You got to punt.
I don't.
I don't know. Holding.
You got to be kidding me, man. That's a huge, huge.
And we're
call.
going for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much. I don't know.
You
Tough
only got
call.
one timeout. And you can still hold them to a field goal and go down and score somehow. I don't know.
Go, no, boy. Oh my God!
Oh,
my God!
Got it.
Oh,
Wow.
with a man around his ankles.
You gotta be
That's
kidding
the
me.
throw of
Hey,
a
we're not on
lifetime.
radio. You've gotta be shitting me, Holt Nailers.
Please say he caught it before his ass hit out.
It doesn't matter. His feet were in.
Yeah, but he bobbled it.
They're not looking at it, are they? Yeah.
No.
All right. Man,
Wow.
what a play.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, God.
Oh no. That's all right. That's okay. They're bringing the heat now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bringing the heat now.
Could we see another?
Woo! Gun got blew
Oh,
up.
Yeah, he did.
Gun got blew up on that pass pro.
Yeah.
Woo!
All right, let's get in within chip shot field goal.
I don't
range
even
with
care about that.
10 seconds to play and do a BYU all over again.
Second down and 10, and you run. How many times does that happen?
On 2nd and 10.
Man, I like the Keaton
I
Mitchell.
like the Deuce Beanie.
Yeah.
Too bad he's not going to be a factor late in this game. All right, 2 minutes left, so it's either do or die
Let's
here.
pick up first down here. Let's not have to go for this on 4th again.
Oh, shoot.
Nope.
All right. Go for it.
Come on, you gotta protect the quarterback.
How about this? Bring in Daffer to kick the bomb.
He's done it before.
I mean, if they don't convert here, it's game over.
Yeah. Math. Damn.
One play right here.
I ain't gonna call a flag on
No,
that.
they're not gonna call that. No way they're gonna call that.
Donnie has to go. That according
That should
to
have been a
Ryan.
Bearcats defense finds a way. 1:44 to go in the Queen City.
Dang it.
Oh, so close.
We could use that field goal that was hooked 54 yards left right about now.
Is it possible the only thought that comes to mind is, finally, this is financial security, and Lincoln Financial Solutions will help you get there as you plan, protect, and retire.
Is Minute Clinic virtual here? And so is here and here. Nationwide, 7 days a week. From birth control consultations to visits with the healthcare provider. I can access it all here. Healthier happens together. CVS Health.
Spell check, or what's it called? Autocorrect.
Yep.
It's hilarious when people are mad. Kess said, "Great play, California again." Everyone knew what play they were running. So Kess is blaming the play California tonight. Ryan is ready to fire Donnie. Spencer says all these games coming down to special teams. Elvie says we need a holder, a kicker, and a punter.
Give the gift of shine at the Black Friday sale. Get 30 to 50% off everything.
You got a pen and piece of paper?
Oh.
Tis the season to
I'm gonna write down.
Weaver's.
I'm
What are we calling this?
I don't know. I'm going into investigative mode.
Detective Weaver is on the case. Terrible play calling, according to Cecil. David says, DK, you're killing me, Smalls. Ryan says the AAC needs to check these refs. Check these refs.
The Sinister bonfire is the
Check the refs before you wreck yourself.
Steven says, looks like our special teams needs work. Well, maybe you're just new in the area.
Yeah.
You new here?
ABO says SB Lloyd, another blown opportunity. Mark says, worst play calling ever. What the fuck? Oh, boy.
All right, D, let's go.
Dawson said the refs are really wild this game.
Can we get a stupid, like, option play fumble like they did back in 2014 that almost got us the game?
I mean, do we have the math isn't going to be in our favor here, right? Do we even have a chance? Timeout, 141, stop the clock. I guess we can have a few seconds to do something.
Oh, boy. Man.
David said number 10 for Cincinnati's their MVP for taking out Mitchell. It's not a bad take.
It's not a bad take.
Keith Mitchell has won this award for East Carolina.
David, did you say this? David's comment, what's our third down conversion percentage? Because I swear it's...
I didn't read it because I can't look it up right now. Can you look it up? You don't have the score app. You're not a sports guy, so you can't.
I'm not a score guy. But it can't be good because there were several times where I was texting my dad tonight and I was like, can we not just get off the field on third down?
Ryan said we used to mop this team up. Yeah,
Mop 'em.
Ryan, before they became a college football playoff team, everybody did. That was like 20 years ago. We also used to get mopped up by this team.
Strip that ball out. Ball's out.
Oh,
It's way
God,
down.
Johnny. You're right. Johnny, he brought this up earlier in the week. 5th consecutive game that Cincinnati has scored a defensive or special teams touchdown against ECU. Unbelievable. Johnny Robertson gave us that stat during the week, and sure enough tonight, another one. 100 to the house. Boom, 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 boom. Valiant effort by the defense, says Papa B. Papa don't preach.
Papa don't preach. By the way, congrats on your cover. What do you think they're going to do here?
Run the ball.
And then do what?
I don't know. If nobody tackles them, they'll score a touchdown and Cincinnati will cover.
No.
What do you mean, no? Looks like another show where we start the 5th quarter where me and Chandler are angry at each other. Because that was your blunder, Chandler. Here's another issue, according to David. Why do we throw under routes that are 5 yards short of the first down? It's probably one of the options on the play, and Ehlers used that option because he had a guy bearing down on him just about every throw. But, I mean, yeah, it's pretty pointless to catch it and have to
10
punt.
seconds. Less than that because they're going to punt.
Jordan with something nobody wants to hear right now that is true. If you had offered 2 out of 3 wins for the stretch before the UCF game, I would have taken it. Absolutely. The problem is we're here. Had a chance to win them all. Jay says, watch out for a fake punt. I tell you what, if I'm Luke Fickle, fake punt right here.
He did. I mean, when he does it up.
Oh, that would be awesome.
When he does it up 40.
David says 10 seconds left. Donnie Kirkpatrick will call a run.
So, if I looked at it correctly, 10 times after an incomplete pass on first down, they run the ball for anywhere.
10 times, do you know out of how many?
I don't know. I just counted.
That's a lot of times. Obviously.
That's a lot. But I mean, it gets predictable.
Yeah. Jeff says, we Almont broke the Bearcats' home winning streak. Autocorrect strikes again.
Almont.
Damn you, autocorrect.
Almont.
Almont ain't good enough. Overton says, thank you guys for your coverage of ECU. Go Pirates. Wow. Thank you. It's very nice. They're nice.
Go after it. Go after it.
Snap it over his head. Bad snap would be great. Fletcher.
Yeah, Fletcher. Who's Fletcher? Fleming? Fleming Fletcher? Hey, 6 seconds, no timeouts, 90 yards away. Can happen.
Oh, God, Chandler. If they do a lateral play here and Cincinnati scores, you're fired, basically. All right. I mean, that would be a good thing for you this late. All right.
Of the Pirate Nation. The following is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Pirate fans, welcome to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show, brought to you by U.S. Cellular. Be sure to visit one of ECU graduate Brandon Tate's Platinum-certified U.S. Cellular stores and experience the highest standard of customer service. Call in on the live line at 317-1250. Now, with a complete recap of the game and your phone calls, live from the Pirate Radio studios, here's your host of the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter, Clip Brock.
Alrighty, Pirates fall tonight in Cincinnati, a 27-25 frustrating loss for the Pirates, who did indeed go toe-to-toe with the Bearcats as we all thought they would. But some mistakes, some huge plays for Cincinnati, explosion plays. Billy, we talked special teams. You got to at least play even tonight. Yep. Pirates were a minus in special teams. It all equates to a frustrating road loss.
What I had said, I would take it before the game if the special teams area was a push. And had that been the case tonight, East Carolina may have come out victorious.
Keaton Mitchell leaves the game after taking a shot near the goal line. He does not finish the game tonight. Could have been different if he was in, but the result is the result, 27-25. Pirates lose. We'll take your calls, 317-1250, when we return on the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Call-In Show after this.
U.S. Cellular has always believed that connection is the greatest gift of all. That's why we're giving everyone one line for $29.99 a month with unlimited data this holiday season. That's right, one line, unlimited data for just $29.99 a month. That's more than a great deal. That's locally grown connection from U.S. Cellular. Limited time offer, terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
So, how does short points work?
Well, at Jersey Mike's, 6 regular number 13s plus 3 giant number 7s equals a free regular number 13. So, Pepsi and Lay's now earn more points towards free subs.
That adds up.
Exactly. Download the Jersey Mike's app and earn rewards towards free subs with every sub, Pepsi, and Lay's you purchase.
Temperatures are in the low 30s at 10 a.m., increasing sharply to 75 degrees by 1 p.m., and then dropping into the teens by 10 p.m. So before you go to work, put on some gloves, pack some shorts, and a parka. That should cover you for the day.
Your heating and cooling take a beating. Guarantee your system is ready when you need it. Call Delcor. Buy a new train system and make no payments until 2023. It's hard to stop a train. With inflation and high gas prices, you don't need another payment. So buy this month and make no payments until 2023. Delcor, the service professionals.
UBE and PirateWear.com is excited to offer Pirate Nation the largest selection of new ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates in to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking uptown in Greenville. Visit them at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
All anniversaries are special, but because it's Bostic Sugg Furniture's 85th anniversary extravaganza, we packed a lot into our big extravaganza with not one, not two, but 3 ways to save. Extra 10% off, plus $19.37 local delivery, plus 6 months special financing on all in-stock and custom orders. Change your mattress, change your life, and get 48 months special financing during the big 85th anniversary extravaganza on now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting pirates.
Are you ready for some football, Pirate Nation? Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times this football season, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Bud Light carefully brews their beer to be perfect for anywhere there's fun. Because when there's fun, Bud Light is there. Get ready to have fun this season, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
This is Amanda Houston, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Go Pirates!
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
Alrighty, 317-1250, the number on the Pit Electric Live line. You're tuned into the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. Clip Brock, Shirley Rhodes, Chandler Honeycutt, and Billy Weaver here following a 27-25 Cincinnati win over East Carolina. Thanks to Parker's Barbecue for the awesome pregame and postgame food. Parker's Barbecue, 3 locations in Greenville to serve you. Make it a move this weekend while you hang out with the fam, watch football, hang out with the buddies, whatever you got going on. Make it a Parker's weekend. All right, a lot to talk about in this one. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. We'll get Weave's thoughts throughout the night, but we want to hear from you, and we have lines locked and loaded, so we'll go ahead and get to the calls. Nick, Kenny, David, hang on. We start with Cameron, who is in Cincinnati. Hey, Cameron.
Clip, Billy, you said it best. When the history books are written of this season, call it the shoulda, coulda, and woulda season because it's brutal. Special teams, you could talk about our secondary. You can talk about them missing tackles. You can talk about giving up big plays. But we still had you can talk about Keaton Mitchell going out, but we still had the chance to win that game, and really we should have won that game. But our special team sucks so bad. It is atrocious. I mean, we should have had a spectacular season. We're having a good season, but we should have had a spectacular season. But our special teams, you could argue, has cost us 3 games. It's ridiculous. The special teams coach needs to be fired. That's all I'm going to say. Lastly, we may have lost tonight, but I'm walking back to the hotel right now, a winner because Cincinnati freaking sucks. I'm talking the city-wise. This is like the most mid-city I've ever been to. There's like no party atmosphere, no nothing. I'm happy I live in East North Carolina. Skyline chili sucks. Worst chili I've ever had. It's like spaghetti noodles. And then Nippert Stadium, Nip at night. Oh, my God. Great atmosphere. Horrible stadium. This stadium doesn't even have any bathrooms in it. They have to bring in porta potties in the stadium for you to go use the bathroom, and the lines are 2 hours long. That's all I have to say. Go Pirates. Let's beat Houston next week, and have fun in the Big 12, Cincinnati. And our special teams coach, get him out of here. He needs to be fired. Go Pirates.
All right, there is Cameron. He says special teams sucks. Cincinnati as a whole sucks. Skyline chili sucks.
Well, I think Cameron said arguably or something to that effect that we've lost 3 games because of special teams. No, that's definitely lost 3 games because of special teams. Special teams solid in those 3 games, and I mean, I'm just convinced that you win all 3 of those games. Obviously, tonight, I mean, special teams is a major issue. Lace is in on a field goal attempt. That's 3 points right there. 100-yard kickoff return. That's 7 right there. 10 points. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this one out.
Baxter with a good point on Facebook. Having to use those 2 timeouts early in the second half proved to be costly as well. Kind of changes what you do there on that last drive, and you don't have time there at the end. All right, David is up next in Greenville. Hey, David.
Hey, guys. Tough one tonight for the Pirates. But, hey, look, a couple things. 3rd down conversions. I said this in the chat earlier. 5 of 17. That's 29%. I'm not a math scholar, but that's an F in most grades, so that's not pretty good. Also, my 16-year-old son Caleb and I are watching this game, and the play calling from Donnie K, I don't understand. You got a 1st down pass play. I don't know how many times. I think Billy said maybe 10. It was a run play. It's not hard, and it's not hard to disguise. And my 16-year-old, who's a sophomore and plays football, and it's like, it's a run play, Dad. And it's like, if he could see that, and he's not a rocket scientist, what is going on? I just don't know. Also, 3 losses, combined 6 points due to special teams. I know you've already hopped on that, but it's just a point that needs to be made. It's just one of those things you just scratch your head and just say, what is going on? We played well enough to win, but it's Pirates being Pirates. Anyways, good night, and go Pirates.
All right, David, thanks for the call tonight in Greenville.
Yeah, David heard me say I went through and looked at the play-by-play sheet. Now, I went through it very quickly, so if this is wrong, forgive me. But going through it very quickly, after an incomplete pass on 1st down, East Carolina ran the ball 10 times after an incomplete pass on first down for less than 3 or 4 yards on those second down rush plays. I noticed it off, and like David said, I mean, when you become predictable like that, you got to change it up.
Andre Ware called it out.
He called it out, yeah. I mean, it was too predictable.
Some bad news here. Stephen Igo at the game just shot a picture and tweeted out C.J. Johnson down on the field. This was at 11:47, so a few minutes ago. They're bringing out the stretcher, lots of medical attention around him. So was slammed down on the last play.
He was.
Hopefully precautionary, but it looks like they're going to roll him out on a stretcher. And you see Holton Ahlers, his high school teammate, taking a knee right beside him there. So we hope he is okay. Obviously Keaton Mitchell as well.
Yeah, and it looked like he went down when he was tackled and slammed to the ground. It looked like he may have been slammed to the head. And I was waiting for the ESPN broadcast, maybe the cameras to go back on there, because they never showed him getting up. So, that's not a good look right there, but hopefully it's just precautionary, like you say.
And also the tweet prior to that from Stephen Igo announcing that the Pirates lost on the road to Cincinnati. He did say that the Pirates outgained Cincinnati 454 to 310 yards.
Man. Those hidden return yards will be close to evening that up. And reminds me of a lot of the Lincoln Riley era where we churn up all those yards and lose games.
And also, Stephen Igo asked on Twitter, he says, does ECU win this game if Keaton Mitchell doesn't get knocked down?
That's a good possibility.
Somebody pointed out that Marlon Gunn had some big runs, some tough runs.
He did.
But the one he broke into the secondary, does Mitchell take that to the house?
Yeah.
Whereas,
maybe.
Yeah. Kenny is up in Blunt's Creek. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, guys. The theme of the night's going to be special teams, bottom line. It's cost us several games. The kid holding the ball on the extra points, field goals, whatever, he don't know what the hell he's doing. I mean, he keeps putting the laces back. I mean, my God. And, some dumb penalties in the first half killed our drives. And they were penalties. You go back and look, they were holding. Kind of disappointed, as usual, with the officiating. Really, I thought was a cheap late shot low on Holton earlier in the game. Would have resulted in a first down.
Didn't call it, yeah. I remember that.
Didn't call it. Then they pick up a flag on the one on CJ where the guy shoves him and stuff. But, Coach doesn't use timeouts in the first half, and in the second half ain't got none halfway through the game in the second half, so kind of disappointed in that. Just, look, did we come out in the second half and play better? Absolutely. If am I wrong, did we only give up 3 points in the second half?
No, you're correct, yeah.
So we should have won the game. It hurt with Keaton going out. But as usual, Donnie K gets predictable. That's another theme of the night. You get first down, and instead of going to what we were doing, the dink and dunks, and getting yardage and getting first downs, he wants to throw these stupid 35-yard pass patterns on the sidelines where the guy's almost out of bounds anyway, and then we come back, like you say, and run the ball up the middle, and just put the team behind. I guess, you don't take anything out of losing a game. Hostile environment. This Cincinnati's a good team. They've been a good team for a long time now. So we went out there. We did our best. We came up short. We just had to suck this up as Pirate fans, move on, and let's get that stadium next week, man. It's senior day. More like going to be senior morning, probably. We're going to probably get to 11 o'clock off, if that's true.
That's the worst part about this loss tonight.
I think
that's going to be the worst part.
I think it goes to ESPN Plus, and we get to pick our time.
You think?
I think.
Really? 4 o'clock would be better for these guys. Yeah. They don't deserve to go out on an early game.
No.
And Pirate Nation, suck it up. We lost. Could have had it. Should have, could have, would have team as usual. But, hey, we're still having a good season. Pack this stadium, get in there, and let's show these guys how we feel about them, because we love the Pirates. And y'all have a good night, man. I know y'all going to hear a lot of griping and you know what else, but, hey, comes with the territory.
All right, Kenny, thanks for the call. We'll see you next week at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
Noah on YouTube says, this sucks so much, and I'm getting married tomorrow, which makes it this much worse.
So now every year on your anniversary, one day before, you'll think about this loss.
That's right.
That stinks. Sorry, Noah.
Hey, that's what receptions
This
are
is
for,
not
man.
the
Throw a
arc.
few back.
Hold on, I got a joke, Billy.
All right.
Billy, hush.
Everybody be quiet. Noah, this is not the arc you were hoping for in life.
Wow, that's the worst dad joke I think I've ever heard in my life.
I'll take that. Nick is up in Duplin County. Hello, Nick.
Hey, I just want to say I'm not going to be negative tonight like some of these middle school football coaches on here calling in. I just want to say I'm proud of the defense. They fought their ass off. Sorry, I couldn't say that. They fought their butt off all night. I just want to say, if you're going to go to the Houston game, get in the seat and don't leave early. Y'all have a good one. Good night.
Thank you, Nick.
There you go. Positive Nick tonight. There
Nick
you go.
in Duplin County ready for next week. Keep your heads up. 6-4 now, Well,
I tell you what, there is something to be said about being down 21-5 and they could have packed it in. On the road against a very good team in a hostile environment, that place was going nuts. But the Pirates battled back. I mean, they fought back in the game, played well in the second half. It's just, like you said, man, there's just so many. There's about 10 different plays in this game that you could look at that could be swing plays. And it's just, it's incredible.
And one of them is that C.J. Johnson touchdown right before the half. And am I the only one that when Holton threw that ball that he was going to be well underthrowing? I believe it was Josiah Hatfield out there, and then C.J. Johnson just popped out of nowhere.
Yeah, it looked very strange.
I didn't
It did
see.
look strange.
He was hidden behind the defender.
It was almost like a.
It was weird.
It was almost like it surprised the defenders as well.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, that is so underthrown. It's going to get picked, and all of a sudden there's C.J. and with his athleticism, he's able to take it to the house.
Yeah.
So and hopefully he's okay.
It was definitely an illusion, like a magic
Very
trick
much
almost.
so. Yeah.
For people asking, somebody just asked the CJ update. So Igo just posted a video of him being wheeled on a stretcher into an ambulance. So they are going to check on him, hopefully precautionary, but we will give you more when we have more. So that is the update on CJ. All right, we will get a break in, come back. Eli, Rod, Johnny, Jackson, hang on. We'll get to your calls as we roll on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show late on a Friday night. Back with you after this.
It's bow time. Why are Bojangles Chicken Supremes called Supremes? Well, with golden crispy chicken tenderloins this juicy, tender, and full of bold flavor, what else would you call them? Superbs? Nah, that would be weird. Get your Chicken Supremes combo today with a scratch-made biscuit, your choice of fixin', legendary iced tea, and have you heard there's a new sauce in town? Try our new creamy buffalo sauce when you get a Chicken Supremes combo today. It's bow time.
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. University Sportswear ENC.com is your one-stop shop for all promotional products for your business. With over 1 million items to shop from, University Sportswear ENC.com offers high-quality products at prices to fit any budget. Visit University Sportswear ENC.com for contact information and to get shopping. University Sportswear ENC.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio.
Do you have an old injury or some pain that's been holding you back all year? It's time for you to get better. With Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness, we can help you get your life back. Whether you need to get back to a sport, back in the gym, or just back to enjoying life, our team of specialists use a one-on-one, hands-on approach in our state-of-the-art facility to get you back moving again. Don't settle for where you are. Don't stay in pain. Visit kptonline.com today to see how Kinetic Physical Therapy and Wellness can help you live well, move more, and hurt less.
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank that's in your corner when you need them. This is Chris Richards from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Ashley Capps, Bonner Latham, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business, come and see one of our experienced team members at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Jeff Charles for my friends at Ed Watkins Marine. I've known Ed personally for years, covering his winning performances on the football field and on NASCAR's pit road. Now Ed is winning on the water, and you get to win too. You win with awesome prices on boats from Ed Watkins Marine, and of course, great service after the sale. If you're looking for a new boat, contact Ed Watkins Marine today. They will deliver anywhere. Find them online at edwatkinsmarine.com and tell them the voice sent you.
We're here at Naughty Light with Gina in downtown Washington. It's the holiday season, and boy, you've got something for everybody, Gina.
Yes, for kids, we have toys. For the guys, we have some Duke Cannon soap. We have Yeti. We have T-shirts. And for the ladies, we have bog bags, Scout, and some watches. Come see us in downtown Washington.
The selection is great, and the service is even better. Of course, free wrapping with every purchase, right?
Free gift wrapping, and we have jewelry. Come see us.
At Naughty Life in downtown Washington.
Hey, I'm Holt Nailers. No one knows better than me how important it is as a quarterback to have protection on the field to be successful. My frontline team is critical to my success. For your frontline insurance protection, you need the team at Buck Insurance Agency. Buck Insurance Agency is your local team and have been helping customers like you for over 30 years with their insurance needs. When you need insurance protection, you'll get the whole team with Brian Buck and his staff. Call toll-free at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
It seems like places are giving you less and less food these days.
Yes, Mama, it's called shrinkflation. Oh, shrinkflation is just another word for robbery. But this is shackflation. What? Dang, that's huge. Extra pepperoni, extra cheese on that thing.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
This is Holt Nailers, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right, a couple of football games going on right now. USC is leading Colorado 26-3 in the third quarter. And this one has gotten interesting as Fresno State holds a 1-point lead over UNLV in the second quarter. College basketball, a couple of games going on right now. UC Irvine has gone into halftime with a 35-22 lead over number 21 Oregon. Number 19 San Diego State is trailing BYU 52-46 in the second half. Temple upset 16th ranked Villanova 68-64. Number 22, Michigan, survived Eastern Michigan 88-83, and number 18, Virginia, walloped Monmouth 89-42. That is a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, brought to you by The Buck. It's your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates. They are open from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night. And you can follow The Buck on Instagram for an updated schedule, and we'll see you at The Buck. Now let's head back into the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you on the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show. Cincinnati, a 27-25 winner over East Carolina tonight. We are taking your calls, your thoughts on this one. A lot of chat going on YouTube, Facebook Live. A lot of complaints about the officials tonight. And I've seen a lot, too, about the two-point conversion. And that was Winstead, right? And he was bobbling it.
Yes.
And a lot of people asking, why didn't they take a look?
They didn't take a look at it.
I mean, it was definitely worth a look.
Absolutely. Yeah.
When they showed the replay, I didn't think he got it, but you can find enough angles and pauses where he might have had a toe down when he got control back.
You got to at least look at it. Every scoring play should be looked at, and a two-point conversion is a scoring play, right?
Yeah, but they didn't. I mean, that wasn't a scoring play because they didn't score. But
no.
What you're saying.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Anything in the end zone.
Give us a look.
Right. Give us a look.
Jackson.
Give us a like. Give us a look.
Give us a like and a look. That was the worst dad joke I've ever heard. Jackson, Johnny, Rod, hang on the Pit Electric Live line. We go to Eli in Whispering Pines. Whispering Pines. Hello, Eli.
Sounds like a wonderful place.
Yes, sir. Hey, first-time caller, you got me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, a few things for you. This game is not on the special teams. It's not on none of that. You can tell in East Carolina football from the first play of the damn game. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that. All right, I'll walk that back. Is Donnie in the game or is Donnie not in the game? All right. So you start the game. After that, first whatever we did, he throws to the flat with a quarterback who's not covered at all. There's a tackle. Runs up the middle on second. I'm good with that. And then just does nothing on third. You can tell what Donnie's doing. He's not. Donnie has no idea where the first down marker is. You with me?
Yeah, that's it. We're waiting for more. Go ahead. I'm sure he has an idea where the first down marker is, but I get what you're saying.
I really don't think that he does. I mean, I'm an alumni of East Carolina University out of the 14 team when we were good, and I've been with us all through this time, and it's just not working out where it's like we start every single game, and he wants to throw the flats, and he wants to run screen pass, and, you know, here we are on third down, and you throw an option route to somebody who has absolutely no chance of hitting the first down.
Yeah.
Am I the only one seeing this?
You're talking about the crossing route short of the sticks, so over and over. Is that what you're talking about?
I mean, on third down, you're throwing to a receiver who's covered by 2 or 3 defenders.
Yeah.
No, that happened. That happened a lot tonight.
Yeah,
and well short of the sticks. Too,
and sometimes those throws, I don't know, but Holden Naylor, it seemed like at least one guy on the line was getting beat almost every play. Didn't have a ton of time. So
y'all still got me, guys?
Yeah.
All right. So before you let me go, I'm going to say something real controversial, but I ain't going to say it yet. Okay.
All right, well, let's get rolling here. We got a lot of calls, so crank it up.
I'm a 14 alumni. I've been around for a long time, and I've been, waiting on us and hoping on us to come through this with conference, realignment and everything. Everybody's going to the Big 12. We came out of Conference USA looking to the Big East, and here we are in the American, and we're doing what we can do. And, through coaches and everything, we're doing our best. But, the defense is playing great ball, right? Honestly, like I've heard people complain tonight about the defense. The defense looks really good. If I was, Blake Harrell, I'd have to fight Donnie in the parking lot. Seriously, they're doing what they can. But on Tuesdays when they go in here to talk about everything, you talk about Igo and everything. Igo is not asking the hard questions out here. Seriously. He's not going up on Donnie, why'd you call this? Why'd you call that? We're not getting the hard questions out of the OC, and I think that's part of the program.
All right.
What's your controversial part? Is that it?
Yeah, Igo's not doing the job. He's the voice of the fans, and he's just not getting it done.
All right. We'll get him out of here. I'll certainly pass that along. I love talking crap to Igo, so I'll let you know, Eli.
Because he's not doing it.
All right. He's not doing his job.
All right.
Thank you. All right. There's Eli in Whispering Pines. Rod is up next in Wilmington. Hey, Rod.
Hey, gentlemen. How you doing tonight? This is disappointing evening tonight. I'm afraid we killed ourselves with a bunch of wounds on third down conversions where we had penalties. We've been pretty disciplined all year, and I think I counted 4 third down conversions that came back on penalties, and I got to hand it to Holton and the offense and defense both. They all fought, valiantly to the end. But when you shoot yourself in the foot over and over again like that, it takes a toll in a close game like that. And I'm afraid that was one of the telltale things that one ended up being the telltale thing that beat us. Holton fought hard. He's tougher than the pine knot, and all those boys. disappointing to see them fight so hard and then beat themselves in a lot of ways. And but you lay your guts on the line. You come up short, you got to go back and lay them on the line again and again and again, and that's how you win. And I think they're winners, and they got another couple of games to the rest of the season, and probably a bowl game. And I hope the fans will, take heart and get in behind them, fill the stands up come next home game. And I think it's a tough loss, but we got to take it and move on and do what we can do from here on out.
All right, Rod. We always appreciate your call. We love your voice. The old cowboy sound there from Rod in Wilmington. Tell you what, one thing you said there at the beginning, discipline and all of that. And sometimes when you play guys that are really elite, they beat you and you have to hold. Like you get more penalties when you play good teams. Yeah. Sometimes that's for a reason. But he is right. The number of penalties tonight was not something we've seen throughout most of this year.
Well, he mentioned third downs, but it's not just third downs on offense where third down conversions into first downs were called back because of penalties. That was a big situation too. But once again, I talked about this on the pregame show. Third down situations for the defense has still been a problem. There was a point, and I wrote this down on my notes, Cincinnati was 5 of 6 on third and an average of 8 yards late in the first half. 5 of 6. So 3rd and 8, an average of 8, could have been a little under 8, a little more than 8, but an average of 8 yards on 3rd and 8. Cincinnati was 5 of 6. You can't give up those third and long situations, and they've been consistently doing that all year long. And these are the games where those things bite you. When you're in a close game, you've got to play tight in all aspects of the game. East Carolina just didn't do that tonight.
All right, Rod, 5th quarter All-Star. The fans seem to enjoy his calls. We go to Johnny D in Wilmington. Come on, guys.
Clip, Billy, on 3. Give it to me, man. I'm going to get your blood pressure up. 1, 2, 3.
Come on, guys.
Man, that guy about put me to sleep.
All right, Johnny.
Man, I'm sorry.
That's one of your Wilmington.
Nice. That's pirate on pirate client.
That's one of your Wilmington boys over there, Rod.
Man, I hate Cincinnati, man. Man, the memories I've got of Cincinnati of, roughing no clock, McNeil, calling all them timeouts and they kicking that long field goal to win it. And then your boy doing pull-ups in our damn locker room last year. I was so hoping that Coach Houston was going to do some chin-ups in their locker room tonight, but anyway, we should have won that game tonight, but it's like the previous caller said, Donnie, man, he on first down, man, he just throws a bomb, that it's not going to work, and then he hands it off, for a 2-yard gain, and then you're sitting there 3rd and long, and then, somebody's holding it again. So do we still have that sand trap that we used to have out there at the practice field? Because somebody needs
Oh, yeah, it's still there.
Next week.
Yep.
Every guy that was holding on all those third downs needed to be in that sand trap Monday morning. But anyway, it's just disappointing. That should have been a signature win for us tonight. It wasn't, but Holton Nailers, man, I tell you, man, he has really come through, and I tell you, man, the announcers, the Andre Ware and Roy Philpott, them guys, man, they talk so good about it. They call us East Carolina every time. They don't ever call us Eastern Carolina. They call us East Carolina. They talk so highly of our coaching staff and our players and everything like that. And I don't know if y'all caught the beginning of the game, but they said that Andre Ware was watching one of our receivers before the game came on, and he was actually saying some words that shouldn't be said on TV about how good he was. But anyway, they talked really highly of us, and just a disappointing loss. But, yeah, the blame goes around to a lot of folks. You know, the special teams, we've got to get this field goal kicking mess corrected, man. This is ridiculous. But I thought the defense played great tonight. That number 13 guy looks like Von Miller, man. I swear to God, that guy looks good. But the whole defense looked good. But at times they were out of place. I mean, they were caught napping on a couple plays that should have been touchdowns for long games. But anyway, overall, we should have won. And like I said, Pirate Radio rocks, man. You guys had the best pregame and postgame coverage. Rock on.
All right, Johnny.
Thanks, Johnny.
Thanks, man. Johnny D in Wilmington. 317-1250 on the Pit Electric Live line that opens a line up. We go to Jackson in Banner Elk. Hey, Jackson.
Hey, guys. How y'all doing?
All right.
Hey, guys. How y'all doing?
We're doing good. How are you?
Fantastic. Hey, I think you guys need to go over to Wolfpack Radio, at least where they win a little bit. I think that more than anything, it's a coaching issue at this point.
Mm-hmm. What else do you think?
I mean, other than the fact that you guys should go to Wolfpack Radio.
You already said that. I said, what else do you think?
I think that, I mean, I don't want to piggyback off everybody else's, but, you know.
So you just called in to say that? Did you? I mean, that was it?
Game has left your man, Donnie K, behind. Yes. And we all know that.
All right.
So congratulations to you guys.
What are you congratulating us for?
For cheering for a team that thinks.
Who do you cheer for? Jackson.
Hello, Jackson.
Jackson. Thanks, Jackson. Hey, wait, Jackson.
I think Jackson's a Wolfpack fan. That's what it sounds like to me.
What loser listens to Pirate Radio
as a Wolfpack fan?
Yeah.
Calls in and says,
and knows our offensive coordinator.
You should listen to Wolfpack Radio.
No, he said we should go to. We should go there.
We should go there. Like, we should work there, maybe?
I think Jackson had one line planned and thought it was going to be, like, hilarious or something.
Yeah, it was going to be a mic drop.
It was going to tear the house down, and it didn't go well, and then kind of went off script. And
replay it on TikTok, and it's going to go viral.
I'm about to go viral here, boys. Check this out. Hey, Pack Pride, watch what I'm about to do here. This is going to be it. This is the one.
Hey, y'all, watch this.
Jackson, big miss, man. Big swing and miss. All right, 317-1250. I got somebody named Cheezel on hold. Kyle in LaGrange, Rick in Greenville, Isaac. It's late night, fifth quarter, baby. It's Saturday. It's Saturday morning. More to go. Be better than Jackson when we return after this.
This is Holt Nailers. I've been eating at Parker's Barbecue since I was a kid. Now, all these years later, I still love to eat at Parker's. In fact, I love it so much, I bring my entire offensive line with me. They protect me, and I look out for them with great food from Parker's Barbecue. So whether you bring the team like me or just your friends and family, the awesome barbecue, chicken, and seafood at Parker's is a win every time. Parker's Barbecue, where they always treat you like family.
Before you hit the road this travel season, be sure to get your tires inspected by the tire guys at Greenville Auto World. The Greenville Auto World service team sells all the top brands and economy tires if you need a new set. Need an oil change, state inspection, or AC repair? Greenville Auto World can work on any type of vehicle, and the monthly oil change special is only $29.99. Make an appointment now by calling 364-8730. For award-winning service, trust Greenville Auto World.
With over 30 locations across North Carolina and southeastern Virginia, Quality Equipment is your local John Deere dealer, where you'll find everything you need for your next project. Our complete lineup of John Deere lawn and garden, agricultural, and commercial worksite equipment comes with years of experience, expertise, and dedication. We know what it takes to get it done right. Stop by today or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
When it comes to hauling dirt, asphalt, or stone, you can trust the pros at First and Goal Hauling Incorporated. They have a fleet of dump trucks ready to get the job done. And best of all, it's owned and operated by ECU football alum Dakota Marshall. When you have a big job and you need it done right, count on First and Goal Hauling, where it's a touchdown every time. Keep up with Dakota Marshall and First and Goal Hauling by following them on Facebook today.
Are you suffering from anxiety, sleep issues, or chronic pain? Have you heard of CBD? Hemp Garden of Greenville is your premier CBD provider in eastern North Carolina. Find yourself experiencing increased aches and pains as the cooler months roll in? Hemp Garden provides a variety of pain-relieving products, including topicals and tinctures. To find out more, visit Hemp Garden to speak to a CBD specialist in a relaxed and welcoming environment today. Exclusive discounts are offered to first-time customers. Hemp Garden, located at 3040 South Evans Street in the Target Shopping Center in Greenville.
Portable, super quiet, and fuel efficient. Honda EU Series generators are ideal for camping, tailgating, home backup power, and more. All feature Honda's CO Minder carbon monoxide detection system for added peace of mind. Select models include Bluetooth connectivity for wireless control with Honda's My Generator smartphone app. Go with a Honda EU Series generator. It's power you can trust. See Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
Greenville Utilities electric customers will soon be able to receive text notifications in the event of power outages. Enrollment is automatic, so make sure GUC has your cell phone number by signing into your account at GUC.com, then update the information in your user profile. Want to talk with someone instead? Call 252-752-7166 during business hours. 252-752-7166. Update us so we can update you. Visit GUC.com for more information.
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Jamie Cuccinella, inviting you and your family to come by Cuccinella's Pizzeria and Italian Ice. Cuccinella's has been serving our special family recipe New York-style pizza since 1932. We think you'll taste the difference in just one bite. When you come in for a pie, don't forget to try our house-made Italian ice or gelato. We make small batches every day from scratch with all fresh ingredients.
Cuccinella's on Old Tar Road in Winterville and a new location coming soon to Uptown Greenville.
Pirate Radio.
So you believe in pirates? Pirates aren't Santa. They did exist, they did have treasures, and they did bury it. You know, I had an eye patch when I was 6. Who didn't, my friend? Who didn't?
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
317-1250. Before we get back to the calls, Stephen Igo, who needs to be fired, according to one of our callers. Wait, not Stephen Igo. Who said? I read post game.
No, one of our callers said Stephen Igo needed to ask tough questions.
Well, yeah, I got that. Maybe it might have been John Moody. One of our listeners said that Mike Houston said that the Keaton Mitchell play was the dirtiest play he's seen. Where is that comment? Wow. I need to find that before I'm out here just saying that on the radio, but I just did it. All right, we'll find it. Isaac Cheezel. Kyle, hang on. Let's go to Rick in Greenville next on the Pit Electric Live line. Late night, early morning here. U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show. What's up, Rick? Rick, did you hang on?
Hello, Rick.
Nope. All right. We go to Kyle in LaGrange. Hello, Kyle.
What's going on, boys? I know you guys are having fun tonight, right?
Always. Always.
Hey, first I want to give a quick message to Jackson and Banner Elk. First of all, Lees McRae doesn't have a football team, so somebody needs to remind him of that when he wants to talk trash. If he wants to keep on talking trash, I'll take my cancer-ridden ass to Banner Elk and throw him off the side of a mountain. Okay, now that I got that out of the way.
That's awesome.
Okay, first of all, a couple things. People hard on Donnie. Donnie's play calling was just fine when Keaton Mitchell was in the game. That's why we lost the game. You want to go back all the way to the first half. We gave off the kickoff return for a touchdown, had the Lakers in field goal, and then Cincinnati had momentum. We got momentum back in the second half. We're rolling. We're going to win the game, and they take Keaton out. And, to confirm, Mike Houston said that wasn't just targeting. That's the dirtiest play I've seen in years, and I expect the conference to do something about it.
Oh, here it goes. I got the quote here, Kyle. He says, there's targeting, and then there's that. That was a pretty dirty play. There wasn't any effort to make a play on the ball right there. That was trying to take him out, end quote. That was on the, post-game with the media. You heard it with, on the radio broadcast?
Correct. I was
okay.
With Jeff.
Yeah, gotcha.
Taylor also with Jeff said that they intentionally took Keaton out. He firmly believes that and called Cincinnati dirty and said they're known for doing that kind of crap. So kind of surprised to hear Holton say that. Also, CJ, man, I guess you guys know this. He's at the hospital in Cincinnati going through evaluations. He left on an ambulance, so don't know how bad he's hurt. But it's a shame. Proud of the football team. I think we special teams, hurt us tonight. That punt, first of all, the hole with the laces in by our punter, and then that punt that set them up with the short field for the go-ahead field goal killed us. Special teams really killed us again tonight. Obviously, we had the 2-point conversion that should have been reviewed. I'm not sure it would have been overturned, but it was pretty damn close. I don't know how it wasn't reviewed. If we have that there, it's a tie ball game late. So many things in this game that just went against us. You just have to wonder if they didn't take Keaton out. I really believe the results of this ball game would have been completely different. I'm worried about the team mentally. Listening to them post game, and with the injuries to CJ and Keaton, you never know. Keaton, I think, was concussion protocol. Maybe he'll be back next week. Who knows how bad CJ's hurt? I implore the fans, if you can be there next Saturday, be there. They're gonna need us more than ever next weekend because they had this game circled. Their goal was to make it to a conference championship. Now that that's kind of ruined. So I could see a letdown game next weekend against Houston, and we don't need that on Senior Day. And God Almighty, if we don't have CJ and we don't have Keaton, we're going to need something. Defense is going to have to play out of their mind, and Houston can score. So I don't know, man. Just disappointed. And if you can be there next Saturday, be there because the team's going to need us. And I'm not angry at East Carolina at the football team. I'm disappointed in the special teams, but I'm more disappointed in. I hate it for Keaton. I hate it for CJ, and hopefully those two kids. Hopefully this ain't the last game they play this year. Hopefully they're there for Senior Day next weekend. But very concerned about both those guys, and that's all I got, guys. Go Pirates.
All right, thanks for the call, Kyle. Hope you're doing all right there in LaGrange.
Yeah, and speaking of Keaton Mitchell, if you think about it, East Carolina was within a toenail of being up 10-0 in that game. Because remember, it was 3-0. He broke that long run. I think it was 40 or 50 yards or whatever it was, stepped out of bounds, barely. And then they only get 3 out of that. Because they were up 2-0. So it would have been a 9-0. And that could have changed the complexion of the ball game early on. There's so many different plays. Like I said, there's a ton of different plays you can look at that could have changed momentum of this game, that could change the outcome of this game. But, and I think, Clip, you hit it on the head. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, and that seems to be like the theme of this year.
The entire year, the entire season. All right, Cheezel is up in Ocean City, Maryland. Hello.
Boys, how we doing?
Doing all right.
Doing all right, man.
Hey, first and foremost, just want to wish all the veterans out there happy Veterans Day yesterday. Goes without saying. Thank you for your service. But, first and foremost, I do believe that this was another missed opportunity. I mean, at the end of the day, look, we played BYU well. We beat BYU. We played UCF well. We beat UCF. I mean, this is realistically a 9-1 team right now at the moment, right? This was just another missed opportunity. But I do have a quick question. I know that you guys ran through some stats here a couple of weeks ago. As baseball fans that we all are, I would love to know what the WAR statistic would be on Luke Larson, being on the field at any point in time. Yeah, he had a great 51-yard punt today that probably got us 5 points, but at the end of the day, how many points and how many games has he lost us. So I'll let you guys simmer on that. And cheers. Kept it simple. And, hey, this one's for you. No curse words.
All right, thanks, Cheezel. Breaking out the wins above replacement stat that we see a lot in baseball. What is Luke Larson's WAR? And he's referring to not just the punting game, but also the holding game as well, which he is a part of. So.
Yeah, and that's a huge thing. And a lot of people, people that don't know the intricacies of the kicking game and say, well, what's the big deal with the laces in the ball? The thing is when you kick laces on a football, you just never know which direction the ball is going to go in. And you could see right off the bat, I mean, that field goal didn't even have a chance to go in. It was hooked left from the beginning. Those are just little things that have to be taken care of. You can't have those mistakes.
All right, 317-1250 on the Pit Electric Live line. Isaac is up in Greenville. Hey, Isaac. Isaac. All right, let's try Frank in Calabash. Hey, Frank.
Oh, hey there. Hey, guys. Just a couple of observations. I don't want to beat the drum on the special teams as much as it's already been done, but we're missing probably one of the biggest plays of the whole game. Was a special teams play when we're on defense. I mean, we allowed a 100-yard kickoff return. I mean, you take those 7 points off the board, and that changes a whole lot of stuff. But the most important reason I wanted to call was to talk about this targeting business. I think the NCAA really needs to look at the penalties for targeting. I don't think they're serious enough. It is obviously the most, what's the word? It's the most, not painful, but it's a very, very serious injury when you target somebody with the crown of your helmet. And I think throwing them out for a half is not enough. Correct me if I'm wrong, but hasn't Keaton been targeted now twice in a row?
Well, I don't know. Did they call targeting in the BYU game? He was knocked out due to a head injury, or but I don't remember if they called targeting.
Yeah, I don't think they were.
I think it was just like a big hit. But that is 2 straight games where he didn't finish the game because of headshots.
Right. And you know what really chaps me, and this is just my opinion, but when a guy is called for targeting, he goes to his sideline, right? And everybody high-fives him, gives him a handshake, gives him a fist bump. It's almost like they had a good hit. I don't understand how coaches allow that kind of support for a nasty hit. And that's just a personal thing. I think the penalty should be way more. I think they should be thrown out for a game and a half or 2 games. And what if they do it twice in a season? Is there a penalty for, like, if you do it twice in a season, you should be done for that season. They got to put an end to this stuff because someone's going to get serious. I mean, we might not see Keaton again. And someone's going to get hurt, not just East Carolina. I'm talking all around the country. This targeting business has just got to stop. And proud to be a Pirate. The guys fought back like crazy in the second half. That 100-yard touchdown run back just broke our back. Y'all have a great night and go Pirates.
All right, Frank. Thanks for the call.
And the most discouraging part about that 100-yard kickoff return is that East Carolina had him wrapped up. They seemed to have him wrapped up and corralled. And there were 2 guys that had a great shot of getting him on the ground. And, of course, once he got past those 2, there was no way
Owen Daffer
was
did
going
not
to
have
run
a great shot.
No, there was no way. I mean, you could tell he was trying to figure an angle to try and get to him. There was just no way that was going to happen. So that one is a tough blow. And we talked about that in the pregame show, that when it comes to special teams, when it comes to games that you expect are going to be close, which we knew this was going to be a close game. We had that feeling. 2 very good teams, 2 teams playing very well right now with, of course, conference title implications possibly on the line. So we knew it was going to be tough. And when you're in those games, turnovers and big swings on special teams always make the difference in the ball game, and that was the case tonight.
Talked about it with Billy Weaver on the Bud Light pregame tailgate about those big plays.
That's right.
Especially special teams. All right, Monica. We go to Monica in Greenville next. Hello, Monica.
Hey, guys. Exhausting game tonight. I'm exhausted. Just a few comments. Everyone's talking about the targeting call. I'll add my comment. Saw someone tweet out who was at the game that the fans, when Keaton would run, were chanting overrated. So, everyone knows Keaton Mitchell is one of the most prolific running backs in all of college football. So he has a target on his back, and the players knew it. That hit was intentional. It was intentional to take him out and was intended to be a career-ending injury. And I agree with the last caller. That needs to be looked at, and that person needs to be just removed from the remainder of games. It was a difference in the game. Now, we shot ourselves in the foot plenty in this game with special teams, as we stated, but, Keaton was turning on the heat in the second half, and it made a difference in this game. I agree with Igo. You keep Keaton Mitchell in, and we would have won that game tonight. I think about Holton going out, too. When his shoulder popped out again, I thought he was done for the game. But, he came back in, and he has more grit than any player we've seen out there. And we owe it to Holton. We owe it to all these seniors. They've been with us through some really tough times, and they've been pivotal in getting this pirate ship turned around and turning the program around. And we play Houston, and we owe it to them to give them our all in that stadium against Houston next week. I just want to remind everybody, I don't know how everybody else feels about it. I personally don't like Dana Holgerson for the last comments that he made about our East Carolina football program. If you recall, he said that our program was bringing down the American Athletic Conference because we were so poor. So I recall those comments, and I officially declare next week I hate Dana Holgerson week. So let's pack the stadium and send him out in good fashion next week. But we owe it to the Pirates to be there, and just really proud of the grit that our Pirates continue to show. They just keep getting banged up, and despite all the miscues, all the snafus on special teams, we were all in our seats to the end of the game thinking we could pull this one out, and we just didn't. So that's the way the ball rolls sometimes.
I remember the Dana Holgerson comments when he was at West Virginia and said schools like East Carolina are taking food out of the mouths of his West Virginia players.
Yes.
I don't know if he said more recent ones, but I remember West Virginia. I don't know about when he was at Houston. But, yeah, we all hate Dana Holgerson. We can get behind you there. Easy. All right, Monica, thanks for the call. Monica in Greenville. All right, 317-1250, Jay, Bobby, hang on. Bobby, do you want to change your name to Jay so we can have 3 J's on the line? We will get to your calls when we return. JJ, Bobby, and you, whoever calls in when this line is open, 317-1250. We're back with more after this.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Buying a home? Then you've got a lot on your mind. Now rising rates? It's a lot. This is Timothy Sawyer, your local Rocket Mortgage professional right here in Greenville, North Carolina. With Rocket, you have an advantage. You can lock your rate for 90 days while you search for a home. If rates rise, yours is safe. But if they fall within the first 3 years of buying, you can refinance to a lower rate with exclusive savings. Take the Rocket advantage of calling me, Timothy Sawyer, at 493-0002 today.
Dear past, present, and future football watchers, you know why we're here. The football season is back! Woo! That means those pregame barbecues with an ice-cold Pepsi? Totally back. Your perfectly placed football watching corner seat back and comfy as ever. 18 Sundays of touchdown scoring, Hail Mary throwing, ice-cold Pepsi flowing football action. You better believe it's back. And since that's too amazing to miss a single second's worth, Pepsi is officially giving you permission to always put football first. And when we say always, we mean always. Like when your lawn is looking less like a lawn and more like a jungle. If the game's on, then the lawnmower ain't. And those gutters you haven't cleaned, today is not their day. Or maybe those in-laws are back in town. Well, better hope they're football fans because your Sunday is completely booked. Long story short, crack open a Pepsi and don't let anything get between you and your football watching. With love, Pepsi, made for football watching. That's what I like.
Are you looking for a home loan? Look no further than Amy Goss at Guild Mortgage. Since 1960, Guild Mortgage has partnered with industry professionals to close loans on time and help millions of Americans realize their dreams. Call Amy Goss at Guild Mortgage in Jacksonville, 910-389-4602. Amy Goss is licensed in Florida, Georgia, Maine, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Guild Mortgage Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS 3274. NMLSconsumeraccess.org / for licensing information. Please visit guildmortgage.com / licensing. Guild Mortgage is not affiliated with Pirate Radio.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
Here it is a first down. Pirates.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right, USC is drubbing Colorado. They just started the fourth quarter. It's 41-10 Trojans. UNLV has taken the lead from Fresno State. They lead it in the third quarter, 16-14. College basketball going on right now. Number 19, San Diego State leads BYU 76-73 with 1:21 to go in that game. And UC Irvine is leading number 21 Oregon 59-38 with 7.5 minutes to go in that game. Finals from earlier today. Number 15 Auburn defeated South Florida 67-59. Number 5 Baylor got a win over Norfolk State 87-70. And number 20 Alabama beat up on Liberty 95-59. That is a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, brought to you by The Buck. It's your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates. They're open from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night. And right now during football season, you can join The Buck for Sunday Fun Day with football, food trucks, live music, giveaways, and the largest 4K TV in Eastern North Carolina. Follow The Buck on Instagram for updated schedules, and we'll see you at The Buck. Now let's head back into the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip.
All right. Thank you, Shirley Rhodes. We got Fresno and UNLV on in here as Fresno just takes the lead 17-16 over Damon Magazu's UNLV Rebels. Is that Damon right there that just walked across the screen?
Was it?
I don't know. It kind of looked like him. Was
he intercepting the pass in the end zone against the NC State Wolfpack at Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium to seal the victory? Oh, sorry.
Damon Magazu.
Damon Magazu. Yeah, that was when he was a freshman.
He was a freshman, Shirley Rhodes.
Yeah.
And what was I? Oh, yeah, we are just over 15 hours away from Pirate Hoops in Minges Coliseum. So right when we're done, everybody go to bed
and get ready to get up and
right.
watch some Pirate hoops.
Right. I love crossover season.
Billy during the break asked me how the crowd was on Tuesday, and man, the crowd was awesome in Minges. Pirates found themselves down 16 points early in the ball game, and then they scratch out a win against Mercer, a Mercer team that has a 7'2" guy from South Africa.
Guy was huge, and not just tall, but huge.
He was huge,
big.
Yeah, but Pirates get the
not
win.
a lot of vertical leap though.
Right, but Pirates get the win, and they're going for 2-0 in the Mike Schwartz era tomorrow against Presbyterian.
All right, we go. Hang on, Drew, JJ. We go to Bobby in West Palm Beach. Hey, Bobby.
Hey guys, got a tough loss tonight. I know, the officiating obviously left a lot to be desired. The hit on Keaton Mitchell was huge, as some of the callers have talked about. I just wanted to ask you guys' opinion about something. I'm watching that game, and the defense at the end, when of course we had burned a couple timeouts early in the second half that really came back to haunt us. The defense stopped Cincinnati. I think there was about 10 seconds left, and Cincinnati had to punt. And instead of bringing the house and bringing 11 guys to try and block a punt, maybe pick it up, kick a field goal to win the game, Cincinnati, they're on their side of the field. We set up for a return. I think we rushed 8. These are the things that drive me crazy about this staff. I mean, they have done obviously what they inherited was a dumpster fire. But you're sitting there, they're on their side of the field. Why are you setting up for a return? I mean, was our game plan to have a 90-yard punt return to win the game?
No, I mean, that's a good point.
But I don't think I saw that. I thought I saw 10 guys on the line of scrimmage because I remember thinking, bring the house. No. I know there was a rusher off the edge that I thought should have laid out,
but he wasn't close.
If I remember correctly, I think they lined up with 10 on the line of scrimmage, but they didn't bring the house. They backed out of that, which I didn't understand.
Yeah, well, they need to.
Right.
Guy brings no value. The return guy brought no.
Yeah, Bobby's saying, why even have a return guy at that point?
Right.
So.
Yeah, I agree.
11 guys, 10 blocking. That's your shot to win the game. I mean, I've been following ECU football for 35 years. If there's been one 90-yard return, it was probably Deion Johnson against Temple in 1990. These are things that I love the staff. Like I said, they inherited a dumpster fire. But what is your strategy? I mean, and God knows, at these Friday night games, I am so glad I don't have to listen to Andre Ware anymore. That poor guy is terrible as an announcer. He can't give any insight that's worth a darn. He's ridden that Heisman for 33 years, more than any other Heisman winner has that has nothing to offer on a broadcast. But I'm looking for this coaching staff to do something, and they're setting up a return. I mean, that's inexcusable. I mean, Mike Houston can't kick extra points. Can't catch the snap on a field goal or an extra point, but by God, he can say, we're going to bring the house here, and we're going to try and win this game. I mean, that was unfathomable to me, and none of the announcers said a thing about it. I mean, poor Andre Ware, I don't know where that guy is, he's on the moon or somewhere, but this is our chance to block the kick. I lost TJ Lee. Again, Andre Ware, who was asleep at the wheel that day too in 2008 against
the greatest rivalry in sports is Bobby versus Andre Ware.
Yeah, that guy's terrible. But I mean, I wish somebody, and I goes great, but I wish somebody would ask Mike Houston tonight, Tuesday, whenever his press conferences, why did you set up for a return down 2 points? Cincinnati kicking from, I don't know, what was it, their 35-yard line or something? I mean, the defense does it again. And then our strategy to have a chance is to a 90-yard punt return. I mean, or a screen pass with 10 laterals to score a touchdown. I mean, it's.
Which the worst part of that is it may have gotten one of your, if not the best receiver on your team hurt on the very last play of the game.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, look what that led to. I mean, at worst, this poor guy went through a terrible half hour or something where he's carried on a stretcher. I mean, his family, ECU fans, I mean, Jesus Christ, bring the freaking house and block the punt.
All right.
Set up for a return.
Yep. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Bobby.
Houston next week, by the way. Guaranteed.
All right.
Well, and once again, that falls under what? Special teams.
Yeah. Yep. Bobby did not like that call, does not like Andre Ware. We go to Jay in Greenville next. Hey, Jay.
The first J. How y'all doing?
J1, what's up?
Man, I just disappointed like everybody else. If you'd have told me going into the night that Holton was going to not throw an interception and play like he did, I would have just known we'd have won that game. Cincinnati, they're a talented team. They're not what they have been, but they've always been, one of the top 2 or 3 teams in this league every year as long as we've been in it. And, them beating us like they did 2 years ago and doing the fake punt and all that, I know it not only meant a lot to the players, but to the coaching staff. And it was just, I know they had a lot invested in this game, and I heard for our players, it is just tough. And, I don't know if y'all Google like I do. You catch me bored on a night before a game during the week. I might Google the other team's schedule. You can put Cincinnati Bearcats schedule, and it'll show all the games they've played all year, and it'll give you about a 10-minute clip of certain games. And coming into the night, I knew, just like they have all year long, I knew that they were going to get those kind of calls. There was going to be a lot of no calls for holding in the secondary because they've gotten those calls all year. All year. It's not just tonight. It's every single game. And, we can talk about targeting. We can talk about all kinds of other things. There were some holding calls that our offensive line, we held, no doubt about it. But that last holding call, you run the whole game back. That same play happened all night long on both sides of the ball. And they decided to throw a flag. And, people can call it sour grapes all they want, but it's the American Athletic Conference protecting a ranked football team, just like they'll do for Central Florida or maybe even Tulane, which, we'll see how that shakes out. It's all about money, and ultimately they want to make sure that the winner of our conference has a ranked football team that'll take that Cotton Bowl spot, and that's what it's all about. And, Steve Logan said it years ago. The referees know who's supposed to win the game. They can say they're neutral all they want, but at the end of the day, the flags go a certain way. And so when you're ECU, you've got to beat the other team, and you've also got to beat the 6 on the field and stripes. And that's just the way it is. Right now, we're the walking wounded, and I hate that because coming off a bye week, you hope that come into the last 2 games we'd be healthy, and instead, we just hope we can field a football team. So I've called weeks before. I've begged people to show up for this Houston game and Senior Day. I'll say it again. Support these guys. They deserve it. I'm real proud of the way they played tonight. They fought. They fought their tails off, and I'm proud of us. And we're still going bowling. I don't know if we're going to have 6 wins, 7 wins, or 8 wins going into it, but we're going to go bowling somewhere, and we'll have time to heal up before that bowl game. So go Pirates.
All right, thanks for the call, Jay in Greenville.
Well, I think
calling shenanigans.
Yeah, but I think the biggest thing to take out of that is going into next week. You got to look at Keaton Mitchell. If that's a concussion issue, then obviously that's something that's got to be very seriously looked at. And from what I could see on the CJ play, it looked like a neck situation, head or neck situation. So both of those players, anytime you talk about head and neck situations, you got to take those very seriously. So that's going to be something that's going to be talked about this week early. Sure.
All right, we continue on with another Jay, this time in Burlington. Hey, Jay.
Hello, J2.
All right. Let's try Drew in Asheville. Hello, Drew. Wait a minute. We got 2 Drews up? What is happening tonight? Drew 1, you're up.
Is this me in Asheville?
You're Drew number 1. Hello, Drew.
Hey, guys. Man, tough game, I tell you. I'm very proud of the way the guys have played. One of those games where it was I didn't think we were going to win, and I thought we could pull it out, and then no quarter, and I thought we could wear down their defense because I thought we might have owned the time of possession. I don't know the actual statistics on that, but it was just, I thought we had it, the big plays killed us, the kickoff return and the screen passes and whatnot. But, I thought maybe on that last drive, I can't quite remember, but maybe we could have ran the ball a little bit more to maybe set up a field goal.
We got to remember that last drive was without Keaton Mitchell.
Correct. Yeah, I agree with that, but, I felt like maybe a field goal try to win the game might have been a little bit better than a 4th and 7 or a 4th and 10.
Yeah, I think the last series there, they went incomplete, 3-yard run, incomplete. I think they ran it once the last 4 downs.
Yes, I just don't know if we could have ran the ball a little bit more to maybe just give the field goal try a shot. You know what I mean? I don't know, but that's just my feelings. I hope Keaton is okay. I mean, he had a concussion 2 weeks ago against BYU and this week. Man, it's just hard being a Pirate, and I love this team to death, and I just hope that I can't be there next weekend in Greenville, but I just hope people show up and give this team, these seniors, the love and support that they deserve for getting us as fans, being in mid-November, a primetime television game against a team that has been the standard of the conference. I just hope the fans show up, and I hope they get to the point where next year the conference games are, UTSA and Rice and whatnot, but show up to pull for the Pirates, and I really hope that the fans do that, and I just really appreciate everything that Coach Houston has done, and hopefully we do what we need to do to keep him. And I'm just proud to be a Pirate. Yes, it's horrible to lose this game because we had it. We definitely had it. I feel like we were the better team, and all I can say is go Pirates. And just as fans of the program and everybody that's calling in and alumni, just be supportive of this team because I think we have things headed in the right direction. And, something was brought up by getting Mason Garcia some playing time, and that has to happen. I'm planning on going to Ann Arbor next year, and it could be tough if Mason doesn't get playing time and we go into Michigan next year and it's his first game as or second game as a starter. I guess he started against Navy a couple years ago, but we got to be ready and we got to support the team. We're headed in the right direction, and we have to be proud. Yes, special teams. Yes, the holder laces out. I mean that has to be fixed. Either it's the holder or the special teams coach. I don't know if that's Tim Douse or who it is, but we cannot have those issues this late in the season when we've already had the issues earlier in the season. It has to be fixed. We got to do it. We're good enough to win these games, and we're there, and we're back to where we need to be. All I got to say is just go Pirates.
All right, Drew. Thanks for the call tonight.
Did you look up time of possession?
I did. It's pretty eye-popping.
Yeah.
36.5 to 22.5 in ECU's favor.
Well, and the funny thing is, if you look at the stat sheets, I mean, East Carolina pretty much dominated the stat sheet. There's a couple, like you said, hidden yardage situations in there that made a difference. Of course, first downs, ECU 22, Cincinnati 13 in the first downs category. Total yardage, we had talked about that early in the show, 457 for ECU, 310 for Cincinnati. And, of course, East Carolina, and one of the biggest stats that we always talk about is the turnover stats. East Carolina had one turnover. They had that one interception. They did not turn the ball over at all. But, of course, special teams, the hidden yardage, if you look at the return yards, East Carolina had 39 return yards. And, of course, Cincinnati had 178 return yards, 100 of those on that one kickoff return for a touchdown. So, you've got to play good in all aspects of the game, because if you look at the stat sheet, East Carolina outplayed Cincinnati in a lot of areas, but didn't win on the scoreboard.
The rushing yardage is crazy as well, to see East Carolina play against a big physical team like Cincinnati and outrun them the way they did. All right, let's go to another Drew, this time in Texas. Hey, Drew.
Yeah, we were clearly the better team. It was a disappointing loss. Give you a little background on me. I grew up an ECU fan from birth. My dad's alumni, class of 76. I went to University of Alabama, and my freshman year was Shula's last year. And I just want to make a comment that this Pirate team is so similar to the 2007 Alabama team. And I know that might seem far-fetched, but when we had that year, the first year with Saban, we played Georgia, who was ranked number 3. College game day was there. I was actually on the front row. It was awesome. We lost to Georgia in overtime. Matt Stafford on the very first play threw an unbelievable ball. They called a touchdown. They win. We played LSU, that was ranked number 1, and Glenn Dorsey, who was a monster for LSU, forced a fumble, and we ended up losing that game in a heartbreaker. And then, the part that most people don't remember from this whole dynasty is we actually lost to Louisiana Monroe, okay? And Louisiana Monroe was horrible that year. It was such a crazy loss. It was outrageous. And that's kind of similar to our loss to Navy. Some notes that I took in the game tonight, everybody's talking about that kickoff return. I wanted to bring up an interesting note that nobody's really talked about. But I noticed that not only did the returner do this, but also the running back for Cincinnati was doing this, where it seemed like they were running passive. Did y'all notice that as well? They were kind of like running passive, and then it almost like it lulled us to sleep. And then the second that he broke that one tackle, he instantly showcased his 100% speed, and he was gone. So, I mean, it was a very weird play, where, like I said, we just kind of got lulled to sleep, where I feel like our tacklers were just kind of like, oh, man, he's going down easy. Oh, shit, that kind of thing.
Yeah, can't say it. Yeah. All right, thanks, Drew. You had a good call going there, but don't say the S word. Even at this time of night. All right, 317-1250. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Mason, John, Mike. Hang on as we hit the 1 o'clock hour here on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. We'll be back with more on this show that I just said the name of after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates. The doors open at noon, 7 days a week. And the Buck has live music every night, along with football. Monday is open mic night, the first Monday of each month. Tuesday, it's karaoke with DJ Captain Morgan. Wednesday, it's acoustic night. Thursday, it's the dance party with DJ Kid Scene and live music every Friday and Saturday night with the best bands on the East Coast. Follow the Buck on Instagram for information and schedule of events. This season, party like a pirate at the Buck.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owner's insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Jeff Gibson with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Here today with Kyle Gaines from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. What's new?
So this is the best time to buy. We have no payments for 90 days when you finance with us. Also 2.9% financing for 72 months on the all-new 22 Jeep Wagoneer. And don't forget, you can sit down with me, custom order your next vehicle, and save time and money. Don't have a Christmas idea? We have you covered with buy 3 tires, get the 4th one for $1. And don't forget, drive a little, save a lot, located in Washington, North Carolina. And also check us out on the web at Washington
WashingtonChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com.
All right, Pirate Nation, Russell's is ready for the holidays. Our huge in-stock inventory makes shopping easy. New additions include Barber for men and women, plus Owner Reserve for the men. Enjoy your holidays and don't worry about lost packages and back orders. We've been making Christmas wishes come true for 39 years in the same location. Not only is our signature gift wrap beautiful, it's free. It's always about you, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington.
Go Pirates!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers for my friends at ArcPoint Labs. Just as I trust my teammates, you can trust ArcPoint Labs to give you quick and accurate results for your laboratory testing needs. ArcPoint Labs provides insights and solutions to enable individuals, businesses, and communities to make informed decisions on their health, safety, and well-being. Visit any of the 6 Eastern North Carolina ArcPoint Labs locations or go to arcpointlabs.com. Go Pirates!
Wings Over delivers. Wings Over delivers. Wings Over delivers. If you're looking for wings to be delivered to your home, Wings Over Greenville has you covered with no third party needed. Wings Over Greenville has its own in-house delivery service. Be sure to try the all-new tender sandwiches by ordering ahead on the Wings Over mobile app. Open till 3 a.m. on Friday and Saturday, Wings Over has everything to cure those late night munchies. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville. They deliver.
Pirate Radio.
Ready?
Yep. One way.
Pirate way.
Pirate way.
Only way.
All right.
Hey! All right.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, 317-1250 on the Pit Electric Live line. If you get booted for cursing, don't call back in. We got more callers. Call back next week. Thank you. Mike, John, hang on. Let's go to Mason in Greenville. Hello, Mason. Mason in Greenville.
Hello, Mason.
Hey, I just want to say one thing. I'm a big fan of the show. It's entertaining after we lose.
Yeah, well, sometimes, unfortunately, more so entertaining after we lose.
I want to give props to y'all. I don't know how I could sit there that long after a loss, especially sober like that. But
who said we were sober? Mason, you're assuming a lot, man. We got alcohol here.
I just want to say, look, I know we took the L tonight, but this team, they played their hearts out tonight, and I'm proud of them. They took some cheap shots, and it's not easy playing on the road against the refs and, all that stuff. I also want to say that it was pretty cool to see Holton get back on his feet after that late hit. Good for him. And I hope CJ's doing well. I know he took that late shot, but I hope that team's doing well, and we can bounce back next week against Houston. But it is what it is. I also want to say one more thing to Jackson and Banner Elk. You can suck it. State blows. And I don't even know why you're on this talk show. You got nothing else to do with your life. But that's it. I'll see y'all later.
All right. Thanks, Mason. Mason in Greenville. We go next to Williamston and talk to John. Hey, John. John boy.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Hey, John.
Well, it's a little late to be asking that. I appreciate y'all taking my call. But, I first just want to say I think our program is in such a better position than it was when Mike Houston took over. I do find it frustrating, someone who's watched the team for a long time, to see schools like Cincinnati and Tulane and Central Florida and Houston and SMU and Memphis, succeeding so much in our conference. And I know, we've been above average the past 2 years. It's frustrating, when you turn on Tulane and they have 5,000 people in the stands and they're 8-1. And, I just hope that maybe we can turn that momentum. I don't know what it takes, looking at the new conference, and the teams coming in are just they're big market teams, but they're not teams that'll put people in the stands. So, I just wonder, those new groups, new teams like Charlotte and FAU that are in big markets, are they going to come in and blow by us like SMU and Memphis? I don't understand, and I don't think it's the players' fault. I think Coach Houston again has done a great job. I just find it frustrating, and I don't know if it's an overall institutional failure that ECU has been blown by a team like Cincinnati. I mean, just open up the record books. I mean, that used to be practically a homecoming game for us, and now they're playing in the college football playoff. And, yeah, I mean, they had a sold-out crowd tonight, but, 40,000 fans. I mean, imagine if we could do something like that at East Carolina, what it would look like on national television. So, props Coach Houston and the staff, but I just wonder, institutional-wise, what we're doing to put ourselves in the best place moving forward. And that's it. And I appreciate you guys. Love the show. Thanks for your time.
All right, John. Definitely frustrating, all those things you said. Luke Fickell's first year at Cincinnati was 2017. East Carolina beat Cincinnati that season. Luke Fickell got it turned around very fast there. 11 wins in 18, 11 wins in 19, and then 9-1, 13-1, and currently sitting at 8-2 on this season. So he had a bit of a head start on Mike Houston, but he got that thing rolling. And for ECU to stay up where they are right now and to be even better, I think we got the right man for the job.
Yeah, I think so too. Now think about this too. Think about how many times East Carolina would have been in a situation like this, going on the road as an underdog, playing a team like Cincinnati, who has very talented players, on a 31-game home winning streak, and not get blown out in that game. And if you think about it, East Carolina, this is the coulda, woulda, shoulda year. We've said that. Listen to this. East Carolina's losses this year: 1 point loss to NC State. Then you've got a 3-point loss in double overtime to Navy. The only kind of blowout, real disappointment was to a very good Tulane team on the road, 24-9. And then, of course, tonight, a 2-point loss on the road at Cincinnati. There's none of these big blowout, crazy losses like we've seen the last few years. This team is a good, solid team. They're just a tick away. They've got some issues they've got to get fixed. We've talked about it ad nauseum with the special teams, third down conversions on third and long situations on defense, and this could be a totally different season.
Yeah. All right. We go next to Mike in Charlotte. Hello, Mike.
You got me, Clip?
Yes, sir.
So your one rule is what? No cussing.
I guess that we probably have more rules than that, but that's an important one.
You can't talk about Clip's mom or anything like that.
I'd appreciate you not.
Well, rule number 2, and this might ban me in the future, but you should never let Atticus's friends ever come on the show again.
Oh boy. Okay.
But he's a good time. But I just wanted to bring up, if you look at tonight's game, and in terms of conference implications, what was the last time that we had a game like this with conference implications of this magnitude? Would you say Rakeem Tato? Marshall? That was a brutal game, huh?
Well, I wasn't. How about any of the Cardin years, maybe? I don't know. But, yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, that was week 12, the last week of the season against Marshall, right?
That was the game to get us into the CUSA championship game, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if we had a game ever in the American. Did we have a game to get us to the American title?
No, not towards the end of the year. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, we'll say Marshall.
Marshall. Should have got him to the AAC. That's all I got. Pleasure talking to you guys.
I don't understand.
I got a little confused on that, too. Is he saying that Marshall should be in the American Athletic Conference?
Who cares?
Yeah.
Why do we care? Tell you what, we're not letting Atticus's friends call in anymore. That's the next rule.
I would rather see Marshall than FAU in the American.
Sure, me too. But right now at 1:13 a.m. after this loss, I don't care. Couldn't care less about Marshall. Don't care. Kevin is up next in Greenville. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up?
So I think for me, what's really disappointing about tonight's loss is earlier in the season, we were looking at UCF, BYU, Cincinnati, and it's like, all right, if we could just get one upset and then, pretty much use that as our bowl eligibility, then, hey, we're all happy. Well, then you beat UCF, manhandle them, you beat BYU, and then you kind of get that false hope of, hey, we go in there, we'll beat Cincinnati, now we're, going, hopefully contending for a conference title. And so I think that's, you kind of start building that false hope. I'm not going to say false hope because we were there. It was a very winnable game. And that's just what makes it hurt. But
let me disagree with you just a little bit going into the season. I had East Carolina 7-5. A lot of people had them more 8-4, whatever. And the bowl game, making a bowl game, I think was the baseline, the floor of our expectations going into this year. And also, when you talked about winning one of those games, I agree with that part, but that had you beating Navy as as a win. So we're playing catch up on these wins now. But I don't know. Maybe you had lower expectations going into the year than I did or others.
No, and I was at a hopeful 7 wins. And of course, Navy being one of those wins. And you're right, having to play catch up. But anyway, but hey, this team, I think they've shocked a lot of us. And really, 4 years ago, we would be loving to have this team. We would be completely okay with this season, So, but one of the biggest things that I really want to talk about is I've seen a lot of comments of people saying, "Well, I wish they would have put Keaton back in." But the coach's number one job is the player safety. If you think, hey, he might have a concussion, pull him. Win is not important at that point, And as soon as he took that hit, I knew, all right, he's out of the game. There's no way. But anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. And also, Clip, I hope you haven't conceded from the election. And go Pirates.
All right. Thank you for voting for me, Kevin.
What was it? Soil and water?
Yeah. I did not ask for the vote, but I appreciate it.
I did see that.
Yeah.
Did Troy get more votes than you?
Oh yeah, Troy's actively campaigning.
Gotcha.
I would like to say I took no campaign funds. I didn't even know I was going to get a vote. Kevin, you're right. 4 years ago, if we told us we'd have this record, we would be thrilled. But expectations change. A lot has changed from 4 years ago.
Sports. Yeah. That's the beauty of sports, is that expectations change not only year to year, but week to week. Think about where we were.
3-3?
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what I was going to say. You're 3-3, then you go on a 3-game winning streak, and all of a sudden going from, if you remember, callers saying there's no way we're going to get bowl eligible when they're 3-3. Yeah. There's no way we're going to get 3 more wins. Then after 3 wins, you're talking about winning out and getting to an AAC championship. So expectations change from week to week. And then when you have a game like this that you feel like, you let one slip right through your fingers, it's tough. It hurts. But that's the good thing. And like I said, rolling through the schedule, looking at where East Carolina is this year, there's still a lot to be proud of. There's still a lot to play for. And if you'd have told me going into this season that, they'd win 8 games, which is still very possible.
I expect to beat Houston.
I do too. And we had said, and I think I was with you as well, 7-5 on the season starting out.
Now I expect 8-4.
Yeah.
2 more. All right. We have open lines, 317-1250, 1:17 a.m. So if you're up late and lonely, give us a call.
Oh, here comes the music.
317-1250. Back with more on the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Call-In Show after this. Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for $11.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
This is Dr. Hasty from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as a walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Don't stress this holiday season. Give the gift of beauty. A gift certificate from Beauty Bar Medi Spa will not only bring a smile to that special someone, it will smooth wrinkles, tighten skin, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair. Visit the professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa in Greenville. Available now. Gift certificate specials for her or him. And BOGO stocking stuffers. You save and they glow. Visit us at beautybarmedispa.com. Go Pirates.
BMS Builders is your premier custom builder in Eastern North Carolina. With homes in Blackwood, Mills Creek, Dalton's Cove and Farmville, and Belmar and Ayden, they're constantly expanding. Now to Laurel Glen and Sarah's Way, plus the new duplex community at Abigail Trails. BMS Builders can build the home of your dreams. Just ask Dr. Dennis Ross in Greenville or ECU football coach Mike Houston. They built their homes, and they can build yours as well. Call 916-1578 for BMS Builders.
Jeff Stein from Brown & Wood, our special guest today. Jeff, how can you help people buy a new vehicle before the end of the year?
Well, Jonathan, we're seeing an increase in inventory arriving at the dealership. Cadillac, we have XT5, Buick, Encore and Envision, Mazda, the all-new CX-50 is here, and GMC, we have some light-duty 1500 trucks arrived.
Jeff, what about incentives and your location?
Incentives we have as low as 3.9 APR, location 329 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal, to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Christie's Europub is the perfect place to relax, grab a bite, and enjoy a drink. Located in the heart of Greenville and just a few blocks from ECU's campus, Christie's offers lunch, dinner, and late night with live music every Sunday. Come and have brunch Monday through Friday from 11 to 3 or Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 4. Scratch cooking takes time, so relax and enjoy a pint at Christie's Europub today. For the latest information, check them out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram or visit them online at christieseuropub.com.
This is Marcus Crandall, former ECU Pirate and Grey Cup champion. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to the U.S. Cellular 5th Quarter Postgame Call-In Show. Here's Clip Brock. Now, with the Pirate Radio scoreboard, here's Shirley Rhodes.
All right, USC is extending their lead over Colorado right now. They're just boat racing them. 55-17 is that score in the fourth quarter. Fresno State now leads UNLV 24-19 in the fourth quarter. College basketball, a couple of games, late games have gone final. UC Irvine knocks off number 21 Oregon 69-56. And at number 19, San Diego State beats BYU 82-75. Finals from earlier today. Number 14, TCU beat Lamar 77-66. Number 24, Dayton beat SMU 74-62. Number 4, Kentucky beats Duquesne 77-52. And number 7, Duke drubbed South Carolina Upstate 84-38. And that is a look at your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. It is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates, and they're open from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night. You can follow the Buck on Instagram for updated schedules, and we'll see you at the Buck. Now let's head back into the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip.
Thank you very much, Shirley Rhodes. Chandler Honeycutt here with us late night. Billy Weaver alongside. Pirate Forever on YouTube says, start Garcia. I don't think Mason Garcia is starting on Holton Ahlers Senior Day next week. Mark says, y'all have so many commercials. Mark, thank you for noticing. Advertisers are aware of how popular this show is and how many people are watching and listening and tuned in and calling, so they want to be a part of the Pirate Radio machine, and they know great watchers like you will go and spend your hard-earned money at these great advertisers. So, Mark, thank you for noticing that.
That way Clip can get his big paycheck.
Yeah, this is free radio and video that we give you, and that's how it works in the radio business, advertising. We'll get into it another time. But thank you for noticing. Hunter is up in Wilmington on the Pitt Electric live line on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. Hello, Hunter.
Hey, Cliff. Hey, Billy. How are y'all doing? Just want to start by saying super proud of the Pirates. It's been a heck of a year. Sorry, don't get me on that. But Cliff, I got to ask you. You've watched wrestling growing up, right?
I did.
Does it ever kind of cross your mind sometimes when you're watching these games on ESPN like tonight, where you just see things that kind of seem staged and kind of just seem, not in line with how things are supposed to go? I love Pirates so much, but it's extremely frustrating when you watch primetime games and you see the things that go on, and it's almost like it's like wrestling. What's your comment on that?
I know what everybody wants to hear right now. I know what everybody, and I know what you want me to say right now, Hunter. I don't know. Maybe I just don't want to believe that the fix is entirely in. My late grandfather, Clip Sr., told me that all sports are rigged. So if he was alive, he'd be listening to the show, and he'd say, Hunter, you're exactly right. The fix is in. It's all phony. It's all predetermined, all that. I don't want to believe that. I don't believe that. But you are not alone in your thoughts, Hunter. I know that much.
I don't believe it either. Sports is something, especially in Pitt County, growing up with the Pirates is such a big deal, and we've clawed back from the depths of the Scotty Montgomery era and gotten back to where Houston's taken us, and extremely proud, still proud of them tonight. Like everybody said, not beating a dead horse, special teams, yeah. But, I mean, you still got to be proud for what the boys put out there on the field. You go into a place like Cincinnati where ESPN just you know that it's a better outcome for them to see a team like Cincinnati win tonight, and it's just very frustrating because Holton, CJ, and Clip, I went to Conley with you, super proud of those boys. They lay their heart out every night. And to see something like that happen, it's just very frustrating. And, the wrestling comment, look, man, I get it. Sports, I hope it's not rigged either. But when you watch a game tonight, and let me touch on one thing that really just grinds my gears. The 2-point conversion not getting reviewed. Can anybody explain that?
I can't.
No, we were scratching our heads at the same situation. There's just no way to explain that.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't at least take a look at it.
Explain that and say, hey, Hunter, this is what happened. This is the reason for that. There's no explanation.
Call the office. I mean, look, you've got Steve Logan with the famous, somebody said it earlier, the refs know who's supposed to win, that line. Yeah. Jeff Charles, who calls it by the book. Some people get mad at him because he's not enough of a homer. Right. Has told me that, Clemp, when you play these SEC teams and you break a long run, you can go ahead and look down the field. There'll be a flag somewhere on you. So there's something to that. But I want to believe that everything's on the up and up, I guess.
I agree. But look, man, hey, I appreciate what you boys do. Go Pirates. We're going to be in there next weekend for the Houston game. And you know what? we're just gonna keep on keeping on, man. Go Pirates!
All right, thanks, Hunter. Hunter in Wilmington. All right, 317-1250. I might have went to high school with this guy, unless there's another Justin in Portland that's a Pirate fan. Hello, Justin.
You 100% went to high school with me, man.
It's like a reunion show here. What's up, Justin?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Hey, Justin, before you start, I have to ask you one thing. Was Clip part of the Cool Kids Club, or was he in the Freaks and Geeks?
Nerd.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. Clip rolled with the cool kids a little bit, you know? Like, he was in that crew.
I like to think I kind of got along with everybody, Justin, but maybe everybody thinks that. But.
Actually, you did. You did.
It's like I was a man of the people.
There you go.
Yeah, you were. You appreciated everybody, and you were nice to everyone.
Thanks, Justin.
I want to say this. It was nice seeing Conrad get that 47-yard field goal this evening. I think it was a career long for him. That was great. I hated how things ended up and how the game went, but the fight, like years back when you go down a couple scores, it's like, oh, I don't think it's going to work out, and we're always in a football game. We're always in a football game, and that's just awesome to see. So, I hated the loss, but I just still like where the team's going.
Yeah, I mean, there were years you've been around, Justin, all these people who were tuned in that we were dying and begging for close games. Those years
absolutely.
where we started the fifth quarter and like the third quarter or fourth quarter. Yeah, we're in them. You got to win them. I mean, that's 3 this year that could have been W's that turned out to be L's for the Pirates.
Yeah, it's just sometimes you don't know which games hurt worse, the blowout losses or the tough losses by 1 point or an overtime or a missed kick here or a missed opportunity there. So sometimes you just don't know which ones
Well,
hurt
I'll tell you
worse.
what, we're talking a lot more about State Navy and this one than we will when we were kind of manhandled by Tulane.
Yeah,
the ones that hurt worse.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Those close ones.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. But look, I just want to let y'all know I appreciate y'all, and I just wanted to give y'all a call from the West Coast.
Yeah, kind of still early where Justin is out in Portland.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's 30.
All right, Justin. Thanks, man. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, have a good evening.
All right, you too. We will take another break, come back. More commercials, Mark, just for you. I want you to listen in closely to these awesome ads we got coming up during this timeout. We'll go enjoy some late-night Parkers back in the back, thanks to Parker's Barbecue for the awesome pregame and postgame spread. Make it a Parker's weekend. 3 locations in Greenville to serve you. They ship nationwide. ParkersBBQ.com. More of your calls if you're still up with us.
Yeah, and coming up later, your Brown and Wood drive of the game.
We're going to be having our drive of the game in Billy Weaver's souped-up Jeep.
Ooh.
When we return after this.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Hello, Pirate Nation. This is Jamie Lang with Carolina Hardscapes, and we're excited to announce that we're Eastern North Carolina's premier fiberglass pool installation company. We've partnered with industry-leading San Juan Pools so that we can build the backyard of your dreams. Whether it's an outdoor fireplace, patio, outdoor kitchen, or now a pool, give us a call at 364-1201 or find us on the web at CarolinaHardscapesandMulch.com so we can make your backyard the place to be. Go Pirates!
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too. In Pitt County, call Carlton Venters or C.J. Messerly at 252-756-3007. North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina Incorporated. Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi. An independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with RE/MAX Preferred Realty and SD Harris Properties, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates.
Revive Health and Wellness of Greenville is here to enhance your health, assist you with weight loss goals, improve your overall feeling of well-being, elevate your natural beauty, and to give you the confidence that you need and deserve. Locally owned and operated by Samantha Casper, Revive Health and Wellness has a new location and is ready to serve you. Visit them at 2459 Emerald Place in Greenville. Call today to set up an appointment at 350-1805 or go online at revivehealthwellness.org.
Hey Pirate Nation, Shimmer Boutique is your one-stop shop for all your tailgate essentials. This is Holt Nailers, and if you need a Yeti cooler, apparel, shoes, or accessories for the season, Shimmer has you covered. Shimmer Boutique is also the exclusive retailer in Greenville carrying the largest selection of built and broken gear for adults and youth. Be ready for game day and every day at Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard behind Starbucks and in Winterville across from Lowe's. Go Pirates! Hey Pirate Nation, this is Holt Nailers, and when it comes to getting your family together, there's no better place than Familia, which is Italian for family. Familia is the place I like to bring my football family, especially my offensive linemen. Whether it's great New York style pizzas, homemade meatballs, lasagna, chicken parmesan, or delicious homemade desserts, Familia is a winning play every time. For dine-in or takeout, make Familia your go-to play when you have a hungry team. Familia on Fire Tower Road near Pitt Community College. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio.
Here it is, a first down. Pirates.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, back with you on the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show. 317-1250. Let's get to our drive of the game, brought to you by Brown & Wood. Serving the Pirate Nation in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Brown & Wood, your number one dealership in Greenville. Brown & Wood on Greenville Boulevard, Greenville. Online, brownandwoodauto.com. Billy Weaver, what is our drive of the game this evening?
It was 9 plays, 74 yards, 4 minutes and 54 seconds in time of possession. It was in the third quarter when East Carolina was on a 4th and 1 situation. That's when they called that timeout. And when they called that timeout, I thought, man, this could end up biting us in the, you know what, at the end of the game, which actually did. But
they called the timeout, and then immediately there was a penalty.
The penalty, right. And then Keaton Mitchell on the very next play after that took it into the end zone off the left side. So that is our Brown & Wood drive of the game.
The drive of the game. We have open lines if you want to get in here late night. 317-1250. But right now, Billy, we have time for you to give us your thoughts.
Hadn't we done that the last 2.5 hours?
Right now, it's time to hear Chandler's thoughts. Chandler Honeycutt.
Chandler.
Old Honey
Your
Buds.
thoughts on the game.
The specialist, white chocolate.
Yeah.
I mean, a gut punch. A gut punch where you, at one point in this game, you look and you start the game out with a safety, and you go down, and I'm never a fan of field goals. I want to go down and score every time. I mean, you take the points whenever you want to.
Well, that's why I said this was such a big play when Keaton Mitchell stepped out of bounds.
Right.
I mean, obviously, it not his fault as far as that goes. You know, he was forced to the sidelines, losing balance, just stepped out of bounds. But had that been a touchdown in that situation, that's a 9-0 lead right there, because you're assuming the extra point. You know, you've had the safety after that, but instead of that, it's 5-0. Then on the ensuing kickoff is when that 100-yard kickoff.
You're selling for a field goal. It's 5-0, and then, I mean, then you find yourself down 21-5, and if you're a Pirate fan, and I know I sat there and thought, well, man, like this is going to be an uphill battle. And next thing you know, the Pirates are leading 25-24 going into the fourth quarter. But for the third or fourth game of the year, you go back to special teams. And there's so many special teams woes and errors where it just costs you the game. And you can talk about the wide left field goal. You could talk about, and to me, I'm going to go back every time to a kickoff return where the Pirates had him stopped around the 20-yard line, and he breaks the tackle. And the only guy he has to beat is Owen Daffer. And so, I mean, the Pirates get a stop there at the 20. I have confidence that the Pirate defense can get off the field and get the ball back for this ECU offense. So, I mean, when you look at the errors, it all goes back to special teams. And, you look at the state game, you look at the Navy game, and you look at, some other games here and there. But I don't know. This is a game where the Pirates were ready to win. They were set up to win. And it just slipped through the hands of ECU tonight, and it stinks, and it's a gut punch. And I'm getting to where I'm tired of these games where you're losing at the last second. You're losing these games, and
You're about tired of it, Chandler?
I'm tired.
You about fed up?
I'm fed up.
What are you gonna do?
I can't do anything about it. That's the thing that hurts.
That's the frustrating thing, right?
That's the thing that hurts is that there's nothing I can do about it.
You can't get in there and spin that ball around and get the laces out.
But
that's what's really frustrating them. But you could make a difference
as a holder, yeah.
But as a specialist, as the specialist.
Ooh, the
specialist.
That's what my nickname is, right?
Yeah, the nickname.
The specialist.
Yeah.
I thought it was the sports guy.
He's got like 8 nicknames.
But
he likes the specialist.
To see special teams be where the Pirates can be a 9-1 team or an 8-2 team, it stinks to see that's the reason. That's what's holding this team back. And obviously, there were some times tonight where referees missed some blown calls. I mean, picking up the pass interference on C.J. Johnson. There was, I don't know if anybody else saw it, but there was a block in the back on that screen pass on the bubble screen where they scored a touchdown.
Oh yeah.
There was a block in the back on Chance Bates.
Yep.
As clear as day. That was not called. So you can look at the refs, you can look at the missed calls, but special teams, and it's been the story of the year. Special teams comes up and cost the Pirates a game, and tonight's the third or fourth game where you look back and special teams is where the problem lies.
Three, absolutely.
So, I mean, it just stinks. And it stinks that every time, whether it's a chip shot field goal or an extra point, you're having to hold your breath to see if it's going to go through the uprights. Yeah. That's a problem. If you're sitting there and you're having to sit there and glue your eyes open to the TV to see if you make an extra point or a chip shot field goal, something's wrong. And there's something wrong with special teams. So, I don't know.
Yeah, and I think something else that went overlooked as well, late in the game when you need to pin Cincinnati back deep, you get a 30-yard punt, and they are starting their field position at, the 35, 40-yard line, about the 40-yard line. And if my memory serves me correctly, I think they ended up scoring on that drive. It might have been a field goal. But Cincinnati did score after that short punt. So, little things like that just make a big deal.
Oh, man, I didn't even think about the short punt.
30-yard punt.
And I know a caller, this is not special teams, but a caller mentioned while ago, the 2-point conversion was not reviewed, which was kind of strange. And I remember you saying it's incomplete, and then we watched the replay, and I was like, Billy, said, Billy, I think we have something here, and I don't even think it was looked at.
It wasn't because, and the thing is, I remember looking at regular speed, it looked like he didn't have possession, and then once he gained possession of the ball, that left foot was well out of bounds. But then on the replay and showing it in slow-mo, there was that potential where he could have had it pinned up against his shoulder. Now, whether or not the officials would have ruled that possessing the football, because he had the right foot down and then the left foot. So it at the very least should have been looked at the very least.
Absolutely. And I'll say this, I'm thankful. Because as a student, I went through 4 years of seeing this program at the bottom of the barrel, seeing this program at its worst. and to have meaningful football in November and having a hope at the conference championship. I mean, and you want to go back and you want to win this game, but to be in a game on the road at Cincinnati and losing by 2, I mean, I don't know. It's just I'm thankful to see East Carolina football competing for something like that late in the season.
Well, I tell you what, what's nice for me to see, and we've seen a lot of these, especially on Thursday night football games, any kind of primetime game. This was a national audience that's watching this game. 2 weeks ago, same situation. They went on a last-second field goal, BYU. They went toe-to-toe with Cincinnati. A lot of people nationally now know the Cincinnati brand because of what happened last year. Luke Fickell's really turned that program around. So the good thing is the last 2 nights on a Friday night prime time, East Carolina has shown out.
And I'll say this too. I go saying, does ECU win if Keaton Mitchell doesn't get knocked out? Steve Ullman, who is now at Tulane, big game tomorrow for Tulane against UCF.
Graphics guy at ECU.
He quote tweets Stephen Igo's tweet and says, "Not a doubt." He had a run of 19, 20, and 28 yards in the third quarter. And that was the game plan coming out of halftime, was let Keaton Mitchell take control of this game. And in the third quarter, as Steve mentioned, had a run of 19 yards, 20 yards, and 28. And I think that, and we mentioned it earlier, that gun run, an impressive run by a very stout, true freshman running back. But if that's Keaton Mitchell, guys, I'm telling you, that's to the house.
Remember that crazy play that came back because of a penalty, where Ehlers threw it across the body, across the field to Keaton? And it was like, well, this is a waste. It was like a third down short route, and he catches it, outruns the guy, gets a first down. Came back due to holding, but just plays like that he makes.
And it seems like Keaton Mitchell always gets stronger as the game goes on. He really starts to wear on defenses, and I felt that tonight. I remember specifically in a point of the game, I'm thinking, okay, Keaton's going to start wearing on this defense. He's not one of those pounding, bruising kind of guys, but he's so shifty. He's a guy that a lot of defenses exude a lot of energy trying to chase down and make sure that they try to keep him corralled. So he's not going to beat and bang you and bruise you, but he'll wear down defenses in his own kind of way. And I was thinking, this is where the running game is going to be very key. And then that hit. And that just changed the whole complexion of the end of that game.
And Pirates give up a field goal right before halftime, 24-12. The way the Pirates came out after halftime and answered and drove down the field and punched it in for a touchdown, I felt so confident in the Pirates winning this game.
Yeah, that was our drive.
Because I had so much confidence in this Blake Harrell defense of getting a stop, which they did, and the Pirates were able to take a lead there late. And defense lets them go down and score a field goal, but like we said earlier, there's so many different, situations in this game where it could have gone a different way. And I'm sure it's been mentioned several times in this call-in show, but there was, and this is something we've taken pride in as the ECU football program this year, is penalties. And I think we've had tonight, there were so many untimely penalties.
Yeah.
Especially you go back to the 4th down and 1 conversion where Holton got the first down. There was a holding, I believe, on Isaiah Foote. There was a false start on maybe a 4th and 1. It backed up the Pirates to a 4th and 6, and they had to punt. And there was a lot of times tonight where the Pirates just got some very bad penalties where it just put them in tough situations, and that's just how things go, I guess.
Yeah, because they didn't have a whole lot of penalties for a whole lot of yards. I think it was 6 penalties for 55 yards, but like you said, penalties in bad situations.
It was a tough one.
Clip, all right. You all right?
Yep. We get to talk about this one all next week, too, on Pirate Radio Live. Looking forward to that.
Sorry if I talk too long, Clip.
You're all good, buddy. You can talk as long as you want.
I don't want to talk long.
This guy, he says, hey, screw you, Chandler. I'm the best around. I was there in 1991. Is he making a Troy reference? Chandler, if a listener, a viewer had a request for you, and it was he's been playing the hits all night. His name is Mark. He said a little scary diss track incoming earlier.
Yeah.
He said 7 damn gaps earlier.
He said something about I woke up feeling like Chandler or something.
If he asked you to do something, would you do it on our last segment when we return?
What did he ask?
Will you do it?
Sure, why not?
All right.
It's 1:30 in the morning. It's 1:47 in the morning. Why not?
All he asked you was, hey, Chandler, let's see the new car. Can you post your car on the feed again?
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right, cool.
I did see that comment.
Bart wants to see the new car. That's
Okay.
it.
All right.
All right, let's take our break. Last call for your calls, 317-1250. We'll come back and wrap it up on the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show after this.
While you're sleeping, our whole hogs are slow cooking over wood to create that bite that Eastern North Carolina is known for. I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have been the torchbearers for what whole hog barbecue is supposed to be. At Sam Jones, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors. Everything, and I mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Come on over and see us at Sam Jones Barbecue, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. Sam Jones Barbecue, Fire Tower Road.
Love is never having to say you're sorry for your internet, because with MetroNet, you get fast, reliable, 100% fiber speeds you'll love with unlimited data, so you can stream, study, surf, and game on all your devices simultaneously. No lag times or buffering. MetroNet offers student deals. Get 100 megabit internet for just $39.95 a month. Switch to MetroNet today at metronet.com/switch. MetroNet, love your internet.
Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. University Sportswear ENC.com is your one-stop shop for all promotional products for your business. With over 1 million items to shop from, University Sportswear ENC.com offers high-quality products at prices to fit any budget. Visit University Sportswear ENC.com for contact information and to get shopping. University Sportswear ENC.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio.
This is Braxton Green with Angel Oak Home Loans. If you're looking to purchase a home, it is still a great time, and being pre-qualified before you begin shopping is an advantage. At Angel Oak, we offer a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans that can fit most financial situations. To get started, contact our experienced team of Talbot Green, Joanne Weir, Wanda Hager, or myself, Braxton Green, at 751-2060.
NMLS 1719250, Equal Housing Lender.
Ahoy there, mateys! It's Captain Jack Spare of R&R Tire Express, your local tire and wheel shop in Greenville, offering affordable, easy payment options for easy ownership. Savvy? Our customers love our treasure of tires and wheels, easy payment options, and customer care package, too. To learn more about R&R, stop by 3920 US 264 or rnrtires.com.
U.S. Cellular has always believed that connection is the greatest gift of all. That's why we're giving everyone one line for $29.99 a month with unlimited data this holiday season. That's right, one line, unlimited data for just $29.99 a month. That's more than a great deal. That's locally grown connection from U.S. Cellular. Limited time offer, terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
The Rick House is Eastern North Carolina's premier American-style restaurant and bourbon bar with daily specials. And here's the lineup. Mondays feature $7 margaritas and half-price appetizers. Tuesday is stuffed seafood night. Wednesday is date night. Thursday is roasted smoked lamb chop night. Fridays is prime rib night. And Saturday is Italian night and is also Fred and Wilma night with our 36-ounce bone-in tomahawk steak just like the Flintstones. And on Sunday, it's our legendary brunch from 10 to 2. The Rick House, American Provisions and Spirits, 710 Red Banks Road beside the bowling alley in Greenville.
Pirate Radio.
All of our last names are ECU.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Here's Clip Brock.
Back with you for the final time tonight, this morning, on the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show. Dawn asking any update on C.J. Johnson. Haven't heard nor seen anything since the end of the game there, where he was carted off and put into a hospital, or into an ambulance to go to. hospital to receive medical attention. And again, hopefully precautionary, but we shall see. John Moody, 3 minutes ago, new line alert. Chandler guessed the line, East Carolina at home against Presbyterian on Saturday. What do you got?
East Carolina minus 9.5.
Okay. I would have gone something there, maybe even north of that. This makes me a little nervous.
Oh, God.
East Carolina minus 4.5.
Oh, my gosh. Pirates were a dog at home the other night
against
Mercer. I believe it was 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5.
So, buddy, we're in for a dogfight tomorrow in Minges.
With the Blue Hose.
Just the way I like it.
Yep. The Presbyterian Blue Hose.
Billy, I'm going to give this one to you, all right? David says, tough decision here. Dinner today, tonight. Cheeseburgers with all the fixings on the grill or shake and bake pork chops with loaded smashed red potatoes and asparagus.
You had me until asparagus. What was the first one?
All right, you've got cheeseburgers with all the fixings on the grill or shake and bake pork chops with loaded smashed red potatoes.
I'm going on the grill. Going on the grill.
I was thinking burgers.
Going burgers on the grill.
All right.
Got it. You can't go wrong.
You know what, Billy? I like the way you...
Everybody loves burgers.
God, that was aggressive.
We play too many commercials. When you start reciting them like that... I like the way you made... You know what? You made your decision and you're sticking with it.
Yes.
Burgers. Solid decision.
Yep.
Chandler, did you post your car?
Yes. Hold on. I want to put a caption.
All right. Mark wants to see the car.
What is the car?
So
I didn't look.
By the way, folks, we do have. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes of Pirate Radio that we don't talk about on the show. But Billy Weaver here is like high-stepping Deion Sanders with his Jeep. Billy's got these lights he can control on his Jeep with his phone. I guess it's an app, and they different colors, different styles.
Yep.
So Chandler just had a Jeep that died, and Billy's out there.
Yeah, he shows up tonight, and he's like, "Hey, check out what these lights do." And I'm like, "Sweet, awesome, cool." He's like, "Yeah, man, it's awesome." And watch this. They spin. These lights spin. I'm like, "Oh, cool,
I can
awesome."
put Christmas colors on there.
We're like,
my
Billy,
phone
no, his Jeep just died. Billy doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
Spitting on the grave
I
of
mean,
Jesse.
it's literally like he doesn't know. Like, read a room. Read a room. All right, here's the new car I'm about to post right there. There's the new car. Is a 06 Toyota Corolla that I'm driving around temporarily. So there it is.
It takes a while for it to. Oh, you can see it right here.
Yeah, there it is.
There's
and,
the new Chandler.
The Chandler Mobile.
It's a different vibe for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, look, it's good on gas mileage. I believe it's between 30 and 40 miles to the gallon.
That's awesome. My Jeep gets 15 miles to the gallon, so be proud of that.
Jesse did too.
Yeah.
And
Jesse didn't have them cool lights.
No, Jesse didn't have them cool lights, but
Jesse was a friend.
But this car is good on gas, and it drives pretty good, so it gets me around. It gets me to places I need to be. And in the sales world, I'm driving around all around town.
Yeah,
So it gets me to.
I understand.
It gets me around Greenville and the greater Pitt County area. So that is what I'm riding with there, Mark. So enjoy that. Indulge in that.
Okay, Chandler,
Feast your eyes on that.
You say that's a temporary ride. So what's the goal for the
another Jeep?
Another Jeep.
4-door.
Ooh, stepping up.
Yep, it was a 2-door. Jesse was a 2-door.
Yeah.
And
what year was Jesse?
02.
02.
She was an 02.
Okay.
Yep. Can we stop talking about her?
She break your heart.
No.
This play might have been brought up. This is like P.J. Walker to DJ Moore, where it was an amazing play, but you lost, so it won't be thought of. It won't be talked about. The Holton Nailers and EE on YouTube says third down. Wasn't it fourth down? Or
it was fourth and 11. It was fourth and 11.
Fourth down.
Pressure coming down on Holton Nailers.
He was about to be tackled. He
was wrapped up and going down.
Yeah, he had a defender on his waist. He was going down, threw the ball to the sidelines, and we all were just amazed at him even getting the ball off and getting it in the vicinity of the receiver.
Yeah.
I was just like, how did he complete that pass? But that was a great pass.
If they win, that is like the play of a lifetime. That would be the play of the game. It's still a great play, but it's going to kind of be lost in history. But an awesome play there. All right.
Todd says pimping around town on Facebook. David says nothing says ex-athlete like rolling up in that. Yeah. And then Mark on YouTube, who was wanting the photo, says she's a beaut, love it. Point A to point B, baby. That's all that matters. If the vehicle that you're driving gets you from point A to point B, that's all that matters.
Chandler was worried about not, being able to pick up chicks, and I asked him how many he was pulling with the Wrangler, and he said, "Okay, good point." It might not be a net gain, but it's not going to be a loss. I mean, you're going to be breaking even there. All right, Shirley, you ready to go?
Yes.
All right, I'll take that yes as a
yes, queen.
Yes.
We are out of here. Enjoy your Saturdays off, people. We'll see you next Saturday. What time? I don't know. And neither do you. We'll find out here in the next couple of days. Weave, thanks for hanging out late night with us, man.
Not a problem. I've only been up since 6 a.m. this morning. So
Go get some rest.
Yeah, good.
Shirley, great job as always, ma'am. Chandler, sir, you know how much you mean to me. And
I'll see you tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock, Minchie's Coliseum. To all the callers, listeners, viewers, thank you so much for making this a fun evening, even though it did not go the way we wanted to. Pirates lose it tonight, 27-25 to Cincinnati. Thanks to Parker's Barbecue for the awesome pre- and post-game food. UBE for providing the stats. We had the Brown and Wood drive of the game and the Buck scoreboard all day long. And thanks to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter call-in show, Atlantic Wireless. We will be back with you next Saturday, time TBA, when the Pirates take on Houston. We'll talk to you then. So long, everybody.
You have been listening to the U.S. Cellular fifth quarter postgame call-in show. Join us next time for complete postgame coverage of East Carolina football, exclusively on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.